Welcome back to Quelmar, everyone. We are here with session 6 of Just the Q of Us, our anthology series showing how Quelmar's many campaigns have linked up over time in secret little stories, hidden tales of Quelmar, never before explored, but now finally seen. As such, we are revisiting all of the campaigns from Quelmar's past, going all the way back to 2013, and all the way recently you've seen campaigns from this past year. In a way, we're just sort of reliving the classics, going back and doing crossover episodes. So if you used to love That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, the epic crossover on the Disney Channel in the mid-2000s, this is the That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana of the Quelmar universe. Today we are playing a game that is combining the two Barovian stories that we've told here in Quelmar. Previously, we have had a campaign run by the wonderful Tyler that was called Another One Bites the Dice, and that was a very serious, very true to the books, grim, dark, gothic horror, Barovian adventure, from which we have brought in Athena. Liana, if you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourself and Athena.
Hello, my name is Liana, and I am playing a half vampire, half human named Athena. She's pretty cool. I like her. She's smart. She's a little Croy, which is a thing I did that just keeps on happening. So that's cool. And she kind of looks like
Yeah, and we'll get more into Athena, why she's in Barovia and what brought her here and what she hopes to gain. Today's adventure will tell the story of what happened before Athena met up with the gang in Another One Bites the Dice. So we're seeing her traveling alone before that meetup at Argynvostholt. The second Barovian campaign, the second Strahd campaign that happened in Quelmar, was just as grimdark and gothic. No, it wasn't. It was Troika. So, running from the infamous and very silly Troika system, we had our Game Master Craig bring us Not Strahd, the campaign that has everything except for Strahd. And joining us once again from the Not Strahd campaign over here, Allie, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and Pip.
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm going to be playing Pip. She is a wizard who just graduated from wizard school and got her pointy hat to prove it. And her skills might not be so useful in the real world, it turns out, because making hands grow out of the ground maybe actually isn't that useful. But she's doing her best.
That's right. We are going to be seeing Pip at their pippiest at a point in time after Pip's last stream on this channel. We'll get into that, why Pip's here and what Pip's looking to do when we get into that as well. But so just a reminder, this is a story that takes place effectively after the last Not Strahd appearance of Pip and before the first Strahd appearance of Athena. So it is perfectly placed. I worked with both Craig and Tyler. We had a handful of conversations. They are credited as consultants on this episode. And we found the perfect little story that was missing from the Quelmar canon to slip in here. Now, before we begin today's adventure, we are going to start with a little group activity. We are going to build an NPC together. That's fun. Obviously, Liana, your job is going to be to bring to this NPC all of the dour seriousness and the weight of the mists and Barovia that come with that. And then we're going to turn it to Allie, and Allie's going to just screw you up and throw some Troika-influenced silliness at us. So we're going to build an NPC that lives sort of between these two worlds. The background for this NPC is that this is going to be somebody from your story, Athena. This is going to be somebody who did work and live with the LaCroix kingdom back during the Realm War several centuries ago, at the same time that, many of the people from your life disappeared. So this isn't someone Athena knows in their more present lifetime before they went to Barovia, but somebody back from that era when young Athena would have known. So just start us off with, we're going to skip the name for now. So just start us off with, let's get like a rough outer appearance of build, shape, size, femme, mask, anything.
Yeah, so we are gonna go with, I think we're gonna go for a man. We're gonna have a man. Tall, thin, ghostly pale, very pale, vampire. But not in the traditional sense. He's actually a scholar. So
Excellent.
he helped to kind of train Athena in.
All right, and we're going to hold you there. We're going to pause there. And we're going to take it over to Allie, and we're going to say this tall, pale vampire scholar specialized for the LaCroix family and kingdom was a scholar of what?
Oh, I think he was a scholar of party decorations.
Oh, he was a party decorator. Oh, yeah, because we know the LaCroix, they partied hard.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, we've got our party decorator, maybe interior designer, maybe setting up the ballrooms, you know. And that was his scholarly expertise. While others were studying the blade, he was studying the oak versus chestnut. Jumping back to Athena then, you're going to give me one element to him that is war-torn, something about the war that was happening at the time that may have left an imprint on him psychologically or physically, bodily, mentally.
He lost his child in the yearly sacrifice of the LaCroix. It's an honor, but she was chosen to be.
Wow. So is that a sacrifice like sacrificed for the war, like frontline soldier, or sacrifice like vampire food?
Like we have a temple here in LaCroix.
Ooh.
And she was. It's in.
Oh, to
memory
the vampire god?
Yeah.
Ah, holy sacrifice, of course.
We love it. We do it every few hundred years.
And Allie, of course, you're going to give us something that everybody remembered this man by, because he had this thing about him that you just could never forget when you met him. He was that guy.
Oh, I think he had a little polka dotted bow tie that he wore every day. Like, even if you ever caught him in his pajamas, he was wearing his polka dotted little bow tie.
Oh, yeah, the bow tie. He's a little bow tie. All right, we've got our guy, we've got his bow tie, we've got our party decorator, horribly, tragically affected by the sacrifices of war. And then we have to come up with a name. So Liana, you're going to come up with the first name, and Allie, you're going to come up with the last name. Let's start. Let's start with Allie this time. Let's give Liana time to come up with a good first name. But Allie, you're going to have to give us this man's surname.
I think his surname is Doodles.
Doodles. Doodles with the bow tie. That's a Troika character.
Oh, yeah.
It's Doodles.
Doodles was the last name.
Viscount Ambrose Doodles.
If I count Ambrose Doodles, there he is. All right, good to know. Good to know. So we're gonna stash Viscount Doodles in our back pocket for now. We may or may not be seeing him later, but that is that's going to start our game off. Now that we sort of get a feel for what's going to be happening today, let's go ahead and take it to our intro sequence. Coming right up. We are going to begin today's adventure, players, in a familiar location. Here at the Bone Grinder, a place that I know at least one of you is very familiar with, a group of heroes has set out on a mission. The last time we saw the hero Pip the elf, our friendly Pip, Pip and her friends had gone to the town of Vallaki, a town just south of Lake Zarovich, which is home to Lady Vakter, a terrifying woman of great power, who, for one reason or another, was able to usurp the town hall, take it over, take the heretics out, kill them, kill their families, kill the children, and install a puppet state for the Baron Strahd von Zarovich. Now, when Pip and their crew arrived, it was a case of mistaken identity. Lady Vakter thought that maybe they were another group that was traveling through Barovia, and when it was clear they were not those strange individuals, Strahd's enemies, they were instead given a chance to live. And this is now coming straight from Craig. This is how your last story ended, Allie. I'll say this because you probably don't remember it any more than anyone else does. Lady Vakter assigned that group with one opportunity to redeem themselves. She'll let them live. She'll help them out even if they can do her a favor. Head south down the road to the old windmill, the Bone Grinder, where a group of hags had still been relentlessly causing problems for Vallaki. Not knowing the depths that they would be jumping into, this friendly group of Troika heroes accepted the mission to take out the hags of Barovia and were sent on their way. Now, what's really great is that Craig skipped everything that happened after that, and they picked up the next Not Strahd game. Everybody was in shackles in a dungeon. It failed miserably, and the hags had won, and we're going to banish them to another pocket dimension. And that's where we get Barovia, the animal version of Barovia that they were banished to. However, here, in the midst of the fight, in the midst of the combat against the hags, Pip, you find yourself going one-on-one. Let's see, Liana, how many hags were there?
Isn't there 3?
That's right, 3 of them. So we'll put 3 hags on the table here real fast. We'll put this guy and this guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2.
Someone really tired one.
And in the midst of the ongoing battle, I think let's do some of this too, because that's fun. You find yourself about to be grappled by a hag, Pip. From over your shoulder, you and your friends, way out of your league, are struggling to push back these incredibly terrifying monsters of the Barovian woods. And you hear a cackle, a laugh over your shoulder. When you turn, one of the sisters has grabbed you by the back of your neck. What do you do?
I think Pip has a little bit of electricity, and so maybe tries to use that to get the hag to let go, just as like a impulse reflex.
Okay, so you're going to give me a check then. Since this is your electricity, your power, we're going to make this a... let's make it a sage check. Do you have sage as one of your skills?
I have sage as my skill twice.
Nice. So whichever numbers you have for sage, you're going to roll. Let's make this hard because they are the hags. You're going to roll. Let me see. A hard roll is 2d6. And you're going to try to get one of those numbers on those d6s.
Okay. I did not do that. I rolled 2 6s and neither of them were 6.
All right. So in that case, this is going to be, we're going to get some pretty brutal music here because our poor Troika friends are going to come face to face with the Sisters of the Windmill and understanding all of the horrors that lie within. The hag has grabbed you and has begun to float up in the air and begins to, let me do this real fast. We're going to just hop over to this screen. You watch as your friends disappear into the distance as you begin to fly off from the clearing and over the woodlands, trees passing under your feet. We can get rid of that. There we go. Under your feet, as it is just you and this hag, now spiraling at, we can say 30 miles an hour. She has grabbed you by the back of your neck, and you feel the wind and the force. She is taking you somewhere, God knows where, but away from her sisters and away from the battle. I am going to also, let's make her fly. I am going to also get to make an attack now, since you did your attack. In Atris, enemies roll 6d6, and then depending on how powerful that enemy is, it'll determine how easy it is for them to get their successes. In the case of the hags here, we're going to do that. Oh, wait, no, enemy. There we go. Anything that is 1, 2, or 3 is a success. So I got 1, 2, and 3 successes. So 3 successes, that's more than enough for her to hit. So she's going to surge a bit of weird magic up through your skull, out through the tip of your hat, where maybe it does sort of manifest as a little silly spark or something. But you are going to take a wound. So when you get wounded in Atris, you're going to just mark off one of the checkboxes next to your 6 abilities.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll give you one more chance as you guys are about to come over the side of a cliff up ahead to maybe try to take her out or give her a wound before you guys land somewhere.
Yeah. I'll actually, I think if it's okay, Pip might change tactics since the electricity wasn't very strong, and just really try to just charm her and be like, hey,
Nice.
I think there was clearly a misunderstanding here, and I think really we can be friends. You got these cool flying powers, and I think that's really awesome. So clearly you're a great wizard in your own right. So maybe we can just talk this out, huh?
Yeah, so this will be a hard personality check. But before you roll, I want to now remind our audience and our players here that you can make hard checks easier in Atris. So to make a check easier, you take a look at your baggage and your etc., and you see if you have something that is innate to them, whether it is their it can be their cliche, it can be their species, it can be their good baggage. If you have anything written on your page in those sections that relates to you being friendly, helping charm people, complimenting any of that, let me know.
I have wizard snacks, and I'd be happy to offer her a wizard snack so we can have snacks and chat.
Wizard snacks, she's gonna love wizard snacks.
She's a great wizard.
So exactly. So for that reason, I will let you take that hard and make it a medium. So that'll be 3 dice you'll get to roll, and you're aiming for any personality numbers.
All right. I did not hit personality.
All right, so as you pull out this little bag of wizard snacks, your legs and arms sort of dangling below you. You're reaching into your bags. You're trying to find them on you wherever they went. You do remember where you stashed them in a satchel here, and when you pull them out, you watch in slow motion as the bag of snacks, your infamous snacks, goes flying out and up in front of you. You've accidentally tossed them, or maybe she tossed them, and you can see they fly up and over the tree line, down over the side of the cliff. And as you bump the corner on that cliff, you get an amazing look at what lies ahead. And I am going to give everyone here an amazing look at what lies ahead via one of these classic things like we used to do in Another One Bites the Dice. So we're going to do that, that. Over the side of the cliff, you see a raging waterfall and a massive bridge, hundreds of feet dangling between the two cliffs. As our little friend here, our raven friend, is demonstrating, you will be coming over that cliff in the distance from the same side as the waterfall, giving you just the perfect vantage point to watch that beautiful crisp bag of snacks drop into the river with a small yes, welcome to Tesser Falls. Tesser Falls is another iconic location in Barovia that neither campaign, I checked with Craig and with Tyler, neither of them used it, neither of them touched it. So we're going to be taking today's adventure here to the one last untouched bit of Barovia, to Tesser Falls. And speaking of the little bridge on Tesser Falls, we are going to jump to that bridge now where... bridge map. Bridge map. Where Athena, we are going to pick up with you. There we go. So, Athena, as we know, you have been in Barovia for a little bit of time, not a ton of time. You came here searching for something. What did you come here searching for?
My partner, Esmeralda, she disappeared one day, and I wish to find her. And I know for a fact that Strahd is the man that will know where she is.
That's right. I'll put you right there on the edge of the bridge. As you, Athena, as you approach the same clearing at Tesser Falls, you come down the road, and this is great. I get to actually use the Curse of Strahd module, like we're back in the game. You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of the mountains, and it ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the far mountainous side of the bridge, down the river, you see a waterfall spilling down into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. And the pool, of course, feeds down into this river below you that meanders past the chasm and through the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. You also catch one more additional detail. On the bridge, maybe looking out over the side, maybe just sort of catching his breath or wishing he was anywhere but here, is a man, tall, pale. Where's the descriptors you gave me? Thin, tall, pale, with a distinctive bow tie. There he is. Here, I love to do this. I'll make him real big so we can see him real fast. There he is. That's our man. Oh wait, hold on. I don't want to do the green one because the green guy messes with the green screen. Hold on, I'm going to put him in blue real fast. There we go. Yeah, spoiler alert, this whole game runs on a green screen. There he is. That's our guy. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put Viscount Doodles looking over the side of the bridge here. And you, Athena, would recognize that bow tie anywhere. He always wore that stupid bow tie. This is the first person you have encountered to confirm that whatever happened all those years ago, wherever they went, wherever they all disappeared to, it has to have been Strahd's doing, because this is Strahd's hellscape, and he must have pulled them in. Or maybe they went searching for him. But that's that bow tie confirms it. What do you do?
Viscount? I start to walk closer.
He turns his head and he looks up at you. And as he turns around and he faces you, something catches his eye. Out of the corner of his eye, there's a flicker, and his head shifts almost in a terrifying supernatural fashion until he is looking straight up and out into the skies, where over the waterfall of terrifying force of conflict appears to have crested and is headed straight for the bridge. I'm going to need agility checks from you and the Viscount as this bundle of magic and haggery is coming straight for you.
Okay.
So agility, do you have an agility on your sheet?
I do.
Excellent. So you're going to roll, this is medium, so you're going to roll 3d6, and you're going to try to get an agility on any of those.
I did.
Nice. Excellent. So with an agility success, you are going to be able to lunge out of the way. As the Viscount, I will roll for him as well. Let's get my medium check going. Oops.
Can I attempt to grab him?
I'll say no, only because we already passed the roll.
Okay.
But we'll see if you get a chance to save him. So we'll roll those on the bridge. I did not get a success on that. I needed a 1 or a 2. That was a lot of 3s, 4s, and 5s. So you, at the moment of finding some recognition of connection here, have that connection shattered as unfortunately. I'm going to jump here. And I'm going to remove the center here. As there is a crash, an explosion of sorts, when the ball of mages crashes into the middle of the bridge, and it takes out a little bit of structure that falls down into the waters below, bringing the Count with it. As you look over the side of the river, we'll just put them aside for now. As you look over the side, you can see at least 2 more figures besides the Count, several hundred feet below, still splashing and fighting. What do you do, Athena?
Ooh, well, I guess I'm going swimming.
All right. Do you have anything that would make this jump, this dive, easier? Otherwise, we're going to make it just a normal ability check or agility check.
Yeah, I got some telekinesis in me, so perhaps I can use that to guide me toward where I want to go.
No, that's perfect. That's exactly what telekinesis is for floating stuff. So let's make this, it would be a medium. We're going to make it an easy. So it goes up a level. And so you will go to, you're going to roll 66, and you're going to cross your fingers that one of them is one of your agility scores.
Okay, 66. Oop, hold on. There we go. Which score am I looking at?
This is only the agility, which last time I think you rolled all 3s and 4s. I don't see a single 3 or 4 this time.
Yeah, it was 3.
All right. So unfortunately, maybe the passion of that hope that if Doodles is here, that means Esmeralda must be here too, or your father, or any of them.
Yeah.
Knowing that Doodles, he's an interior designer, he's a party decorator, he's not somebody to go swimming and fighting, and I think you just said he is a vampire, not a dampier?
Oh yeah, that dude is a whole vampire. Oh
So,
yeah, he can't control water.
Running water is going to be a disaster. Everything, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to Doodles. So you just throw yourself over the edge. Maybe, you go at the last second, you remember that maybe you can feather fall or telekinetically adjust yourself. It doesn't work. And you go splash. I'll just take it down all the way into the water there. And we'll take it to this board. You're going to mark a wound, Athena. So that again means you'll check off a box next to any of your ability scores, and that will affect future rolls of that score. Anything that, so if you mark your agility, any agility rolls will be harder. If you mark you get it. So let me throw the group of you down there now. We've got the two of you. We've got Athena has just jumped down and smashed herself on the water. And then we have Doodles. Doodles is down there too. So we're going to basically take this like a battle, sort of very traditional D&D style. Who has the most agilities on their sheet?
I have one agility.
Okay, you guys both have one. Then I'm going to have Pip be first. Athena's probably still recoiling. So order of operations is going to go Pip, Hag, Athena, Doodles, and we'll just go in that order, starting now again with Pip. Pip, from behind, you came cresting over that waterfall. Your snacks lost somewhere in that river. But, do the mental calculus. If they were in the river and the river goes down over the waterfall and the waterfall lands down here and it goes down this river, maybe you and your snacks can be reunited still. There is a chance the universe will work out in your favor, but first, this wretched woman is still trying to hurt you. Boy, Barovia is just not nice at all, is it? So we're going to start with you. What do you want to do, Pip?
Pip hates to resort to such things because violence, the world is just kind of a magical, kooky place, and we don't want to have too much violence. But Pip does have a knife and really doesn't appreciate this Hag being on top of her anymore. So she's going to grab her knife and say, "Sorry, I tried to be your friend," and just stab.
Great. So this is a conflict roll. When we do something like a melee attack, you are going to be able to roll. You're going to make this check with any of your melee skills. So if you have any skills that say melee, the melee skills, if you need a reminder, there you go. So you'll be able to basically roll a check with vitality. It's going to be medium, and you're going to be contesting the Hag's checks. So whoever gets a higher will determine whether or not that one succeeds. So I'll give you the Hag's first.
Do I get a bonus for having a knife in my baggage, or is that just
That's correct. So you can point to the knife and say this attack is easier because I have a knife.
Cool.
And then I will give the, yes, I said I was going to roll the Hag first. So again, Hag is 1s, 2s, and 3s. 1, 1, 3, 1. So that's 4 successes you're going to need to beat.
Okay. So do I go all the way up to easy then? Since I
You'll go up to easy. Since it was on medium, you'll go up to easy.
Let's see. Would you believe I rolled every number but a 6, which is what I needed. So I have 0 successes.
You're killing it, Pips.
Pip really belongs here.
Athena, as you get your head above water, you can spot Doodles. We can say Doodles is, oh yeah, let's see this, hold on. Doodles is sort of face down, floating down the river, off towards the coast. However, you do catch out of the corner of your eye that ball of mages, the 2 of them, both with pointy hats, have apparently given up on magic, because you see one of them has pulled a knife and is just trying to stab the other witch. And every time the knife goes towards that wretched looking hag, it basically just bends at the point in a very silly, eldritch-like occult energy. It just whoop, whoop, whoop. Not a single stab makes it through. And that's it for Pip's turn. You got anything else, Allie?
Nope, that's what I got.
All right, then I'll let the hag take a shot. We're gonna have the hag, let me look at the sheet real fast. I did base these guys on the real one, which are terrifying. Okay, we'll have her, basically, she takes her own sort of long nails, like claws, and you'll watch as she sort of, in a Wolverine-like fashion, splays the nails out, and they all become similar-looking daggers to your own. Like she's mirrored your dagger tenfold. And now she is going to make a melee attack on you, as she cackles and she says, "Oh, dearie! You can't try that! We invented the knife!" And I'm gonna, looking around at dice, I'm gonna roll again. And again, this is 1, 2s, and 3s, and you'll be able to take any of your melees to fight back. I got 1 success. I just got 1, so you gotta get more than 1 success and you'll avoid the wound.
Okay. What am I, like, what?
It'll be medium. It'll start, so anytime,
Okay.
unless I specify otherwise, just assume medium.
Okay. Cool. I'm weirdly good at rogue stuff, like dodging.
Okay, you have that written on your sheet.
I do.
Okay, well then let's make it go up to 6, and all you need is 2 vitalities.
Oh, come on, Pip. Nope, not a single one.
Not a single vitality. Man, even 1, and maybe we could have helped you out there. You're gonna take another wound. Welcome to Barovia.
Great.
So, yes, and keep in mind where you put those wounds, because anytime you go to make a skill check with a wounded ability, it will become harder. And then we can go to Athena. So, we'll put on more intense music because we've jumped back into Barovia. Athena, you watch as the poor, you can tell that one of these poor witches is certainly on the defensive, because she is, backing down and barely keeping afloat and just sort of, panicking and stabbing. And the other witch is bearing down tenfold with powerful magics and 10 knives. It's grotesque, the amount of damage this poor young wizardly woman is taking. You remember at one point in time, you yourself were studying the art of fighting and magic, and there is almost certainly a little bit of sympathy of being the rookie that you remember yourself being in the shoes of. But Doodles is floating away. What do you do?
Did I like Doodles?
That's up to you. He is a link to the past for this adventure so far, but we have not established anything else otherwise.
How's he looking? How's that water doing?
I mean, he is a vampire, and this is running water that he is caught in, which is, like garlic and holy symbols, just one of those things that...
But not holy water, so he's got that going for him.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I call out to Doodles before I take an action?
Sure, yeah. Just for free.
Viscount, are you still with me?
You see a weak hand sort of reaching up and out, like it's trying to find you. But, his body has entered this weird phase where, the idea isn't that running water necessarily kills vampires, but that they can't cross running water. So it's almost as if, the mystical forces are trying to pull him off of the water in one way or the other. He's broken one of those rules, and his biology is just seeking land. So he's shuddering as he's being pulled away, but he doesn't look like he's uninjured as well. Like, he took the same fall you fell. And, you're a 300-year-old hero of the realm, LaCroix legend, and he is Doodles. To be fair, he's from wartime. He lost a daughter. He is hardened as well, but I'd say he's at like half health.
Okay. If I may try to use my telekinesis again, I'd love to try and levitate him and move him out of the water.
Excellent. So I'm going to take us here. That sound effect that you just heard is going to affect the buddy bar at the bottom of your screen. The buddy bar is not a measure of winning or losing. It's a measure of how much are the two of you helping each other, and they will unlock separate game mechanics, like I mentioned, depending on if this turns into we're both looking out for ourselves, but we have to work together, versus I will lay down my life for the stranger I just met today. You can guess where Evo landed on the buddy bar in Evo's game. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that was fun, Allie. Okay, yes, you're going to telekinetically try to save Doodles, so let me get a... that would probably be either occult or sage, depending on how you've flavored your magic. Do you have it written as an occult ability or a sage ability?
I haven't really thought about it.
Do you have both?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will say...
It's marked off. So can I do the one that's not marked off because the wins?
Yes, but then we'll canonically say that all of your psionic powers, as opposed to other magic, are occult. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think works.
Sure. So your traditional magic, like Allie's, we'll say is sage today, and then your more psionic, vampiric powers can be occult. Perfect.
Okay. Cool. How many? What am I difficult?
This would be medium. We're going to do medium, and you're rolling for occult.
Okay. And do I get the extra 4 telekinesis since it's a part of my baggage, or no? No, since you have it written down, so you're going to have 6 dice, and all you need to do is hope one of them lands on occult. Which, you'd honestly think the odds are in your favor, but we're 6 episodes in, and these easy rolls, they don't always land as well. Nice, 2.
We got an okay. Excellent. So, with that successful check, you two pull him up and out of the water.
I don't have to yank him all the way up to the bridge. Like if there's a bank somewhere, I can just toss him on.
Okay, yeah, we can have you bank. So we'll send you sort of pointing it off in that way, and you can bank him off on the side there. But that does save Doodle's life. That's going to keep him from being torn apart at the seams just by his body wanting to be pushed to either side of the river. This is why they don't cross running water. If they try, it runs through them. That's it for you. And then Doodles, it was Doodles' turn, but Doodles is now floating off to the bank. So I can say he catches his feet under him, and catches his breath, and he turns back. I guess since he's from LaCroix, he would just sort of talk like you talk. So he's not going to have that Barovian accent. He's an outsider like you. So he'll sort of, catch his head and his brain, get his bearings. And he sees the running water again, and he sees the bridge, and then he sees you, and he says, You're Apollo's daughter. You're Apollo's daughter.
Yes.
I recognize you. I recognize you.
Do you know where he is?
He pulls off like a sort of headband he's wearing, and he waves it up above him. And from this distance, you can't quite make out the etchings, the design along the headband, but it looks familiar. The color scheme looks familiar. Something strikes you very familiar about it. But I'm going to cut to Pip because we're going to see if Pip dies or not. All right, Pip! Top of round 2. You got daggers in your chest.
I do.
You're all on your own here. What do you do?
I'm curious if you let me do this. So in the original game of Troika, obviously as a spellcaster, there were some times that I would just cast a random spell, and there'd just be like a table, and like a random thing would happen. I think Pip is under so much panic right now that like just random magic is going to start shooting out of Pip. And I'm wondering if you'll allow that.
I will absolutely allow that because it's in the nature of your original character and of Troika. I am just going to go ahead and pull up one of these random magic Troika tables, and then we can roll for that. Spell table. So it looks like I'll say it's a D40? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, D40. So give me a number between 1 and 40.
6.
Thanks. Did you roll a D6?
No, it's just my lucky number.
I thought you were like, okay, a number between 1 and 40. Roll a D6. 6. Technically a number between 1 and 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh! The sorcerers of the Academy of Doors are the most famous for this spell, the Astral Reach spell. It allows partial translocation. It lets you put a target creature through a portal such that they can access the space beyond, but they cannot step all the way through. It says here that it's often used at the Academy of Doors as like a vault or a safe. Like, let me keep my money in this room, and then I'll cast my little astral reach in, pull it out. But you cannot fully enter it. So how... you know what? First, let's see how well it works, and then we'll see what happens. Let's get a sage check, medium sage check. Make it an easy because I know you've got magic written on your sheet.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Let's see. I succeeded twice.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry, Sage. I lied to you. I succeeded 3 times.
Ooh! How do you, all right, now you get to get creative. How do you use this astral reach? The spell starts to manifest, you recognize it, you rack your brain for that one class you took like 2 years into Wizard College, but how do you use it in a battle?
Well, since you can reach your hands into it, can I make her reach her knife hands into it and like get stuck in there?
Oh, and then shut the portal! Oh!
Yeah.
Perfect! Yeah, same, Liana, same. Yes, absolutely. So I have to mark up a wound again on, there they are. All right. That is 1 wound on the hag. The portal shuts and the hag is left with these nubs that she looks at and she goes, ah! Anything else you'd like to do? You've got the upper hand.
Swim away as fast as I can.
Excellent. Yeah. No attacks of opportunities in this system. Swimming away off towards where the others are going, or to the other side?
Where the others are. Safety in numbers.
Yeah, sure. You start to swim backwards and catch up, and for the first time, your eyes sort of meet with this other woman swimming in the water with you. What does Pip see when she sees Athena for the first time, Liana?
She sees a woman with dark hair, red lipstick. She's pale, but not too pale, where she looks like dead. She's got a little bit of color. Her eyes are red, though, which may be a little But I mean, she's dressed in kind of like a simple outfit. She has like a tunic thing, and she's wearing pants and boots. You can see that she is carrying a pack, and she looks armed. And when she sees you, and she looks back at the scary lady, so like Hag's looking like a hag. She doesn't have her glamour on, right?
Oh no, the hag's a hag.
Okay, so she's just gonna look at you and she's, come over, quick.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
And great. Let's. I'll move on to the hag, who's after Pip. With these little stubs, you'll watch the hag float herself out of the water, and then she is pissed. I want to throw. Yeah, I'll do this. This is going to be a thing that's going to be thrown at both of you guys. I just need to make sure I can do this without the sisters. It looks like this is something she can do without the coven. Yes. All right, I'm going to need both of you to give me a supernatural defense as she casts one of her spells at sleep on the both of you. So let me first attack, and I will tell you how many successes she gets. Again, it's on 1s, 2s, and 3s. There we go. So you guys, 1, 1, 3, 3. I got 4 successes. So you guys get to pick any of your supernatural abilities, which includes Sage, Occult, I think maybe even... there's one more, right? Sage,
Predisposed, I think.
Predisposed, yes. So predisposed, Sage, and Occult are all options to avoid this sleep spell. But we will need... I'll make a deal with you since we're both making this check here. If we can get 4 between the two of us, we can have one of us succeed. But otherwise, you'll need, for both of you to succeed, you both will need to get 4.
Okay, how many are we rolling?
It's going to be medium, so you'll be rolling 3d6, and you're going to hope that you get 4 successes.
How does this work? So I have 2 for Sage, and one of them is wounded. So do I take the
You'll still take the penalty, so it'll go up to hard for you because you're rolling Sage.
Cool.
So
you're actually rolling 2 on Allie's side and 3 on Liana's side. So we have 5 dice, and we need 4 successes total.
So in D&D land, I have
Okay.
a psionic power called Protective Shield.
Yep.
Can I put that towards this roll?
No, that's exactly right. Yeah, you've got that protective shield ability, so you'll make it go up to easy for you.
So 6.
So now we're looking at 8 dice between the two of you, and we need either all 8 of them to be successes for you to both to make this, or yeah. Let's let them roll.
Yeah. In true fashion, we've got 0. I guess because I picked Sage, right? So just to double check, I rolled 2 5s, which is my predisposed, but I had picked Sage.
You needed
so
Sage, yeah,
right?
exactly.
This is interesting. So I have 5 marked as my wound, which is Sage, and a cult.
You weren't rolling Sage, you were rolling Occult because you were doing your psionic stuff.
So that's a 6 I got.
Okay, so you got 1 success?
Yeah.
Excellent. So we got 1 success. We needed 8. This is very much how it would go in the real Curse of Strahd campaign if 2 people tried to take on the hag. So I consider this a victory in tabletop simulation. Unfortunately, I am going to take both of you, and I'm going to have you guys not hurt, no wounds needed. This is the sleep spell. But even with just a simple high-level sleep, it's more than enough to have you guys both. The last thing you see is just this this energy coming from her that might manifest to both of you in different ways. Maybe to Athena, it is a haunting lullaby on the wind, and maybe to Pip, it's dancing sheep hopping their way, being counted.
Precious.
But I'm going to take, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just sort of take the table away there as everything sort of goes dark.
So we're just sleeping in the water.
Well, for now, you're just sleeping in the water.
That's okay.
Eventually, Pip, you feel your dreams vanish, disappear into darkness, and you find yourself sojourning into a beyond unlike any you've seen before. Now, unfortunately for me, Tyler would have all of the Strahd players give a lot of backstory and history and craft these dark plane powers to what they want and need. You know, Zoot felt the wings, the wind on his wings and the promise of liberation and all these things. I don't know what Pip's looks like, so just quickly invent for me something promising that is enticing to Pip if they were to wake up in a sort of heaven-like state.
I think what would be most exciting for Pip is a world where all of the colors are really, really vibrant. Because that's kind of what she was promised in school, was this like wacky, vibrant, weird world. And she's really yet to find that, especially not in Barovia. And so I think it would be very comforting to be like, oh yes, this is what school told me was going to happen.
Excellent. So you watch, you know, the color of magic around you, all bright and vibrant and ultraviolet, and it is amazing. But then you hear a voice break through the colors. Pip.
Hello?
You are dead.
Oh, gosh, I didn't make it very long.
But your work is not over.
Oh, that's a relief. That's good to hear. That'd be kind of boring if it was.
Work for me.
Oh, are you offering jobs? I actually am a recent graduate, so I'm kind of looking for a job. So this could be a really great opportunity here.
Give me a predisposed check. Well, let's do a quick check of your memory banks here. Let's see what you know. Flashback.
Well, he's wounded, so...
Oh, good. Give me a hard predisposed check.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're not sure what this is, but it really seems to have soured this heaven-like land you've entered. You hear a name almost psionically. It's not, the voice doesn't give you the name, but you feel the pull of something known as Zhudun, or Zhudun, Zhudun. You're not sure what it is, but it's the name itself seems to have a gravity to it, and then the voice says,
You will live again if you take my offer.
Okay. That sounds potentially promising. What is your offer?
You will go forth forever in my name.
the word forever sits and drenches on you. You understand in your school, your history, you've studied magic, that this is one of those stereotypical immortality promises. This dandy here is trying to promise you immortality. There's always tons of strings that come with that. But you are free to accept or I'll just turn it over to you. What do you say with the offer?
So, just to be clear, I can go back and I can live and do all my things as long as I'm like, hey, this guy, a cool guy, and that's it? That's all you need from me?
Yeah, I guess.
Great. That sounds good. I love promoting people in their work, so that's fabulous. Good deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, I think that'll be okay.
Oh, okay. I thought this was going to go totally differently.
No, I think you led with openness and honesty, and I think that's great. And we'll do some funky things. It'll be fun.
Oh, great. I'll send you back then.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate you finding me.
And we're gonna return to where's my map at? There we go. I'm gonna return to the board here. And let's go ahead and put you guys on the coast. When you are awoken, Athena, it seems like Doodles has maybe pulled you to the water or you floated to the bank, but one way or another, a very weathered Doodles is there to greet you when you come back, when you wake up. And he says, "Oh, thank gods. I'm so glad. The other one, I don't think she made it. You guys, that spell, I saw her, she put you under in the water. You started to drown. I grabbed you as fast as I could, but I don't think it was enough." And he gestures to the poor dead woman.
I'm gonna lean over and check for a sign of pulse. Of a pulse. See if I can find
You don't find a sign of pulse. It appears that he's right.
Okay. We drowned. There's a, does CPR exist in Colmar?
Pip, your eyes spring open, and the light of the night returns to them. Go ahead.
Whoa. That was wild. Did you talk to my new friend? That was crazy. Did he bring you back too? Are we immortality buddies now?
What?
Did you?
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, are you all right?
Yeah, I think I look okay. I think we're all good. I mean, that's what I was promised, is that I'd be back and I'd be okay and everything. So I think we should be good to go.
Oh, okay. Are you breathing well? There's nothing.
Yep, breathing okay. Hat's still here, so that's good. Yep, I think that's me. I lost my snacks. That's really disappointing. I'm gonna have to acquire more snacks.
I have some food in my bag, well, just in case.
No, I'm okay for right now, thank you. It's just I like my snacks. I'm a snacker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What happened? What was all that?
So my friends and I were asked to go talk to some people in a tower, and we thought it was going to be super chill and we just get rid of them and everything would be better. Turns out they're hags, so whoops, what a surprise. And they were a little bit strong, and so I hope my friends are okay. I'm sure they'd make deals of their own if they weren't.
You were dead and now you're back, but not by... Did you speak to something on the other side.
Oh, but you mean my new friend, right? This is my end of the deal. So you guys should totally, if you ever get to hang out with Zadoon, totally do it. Totally a cool guy. And feel free to tell everyone what a cool dude he is.
No, what have you done? The dark powers have enticed you. And now you are stuck serving them.
I think my understanding is I'm alive, and I get to tell everyone about my buddy.
No, you imbecile! The dark powers, they're dark for a reason. Don't you understand? Death here is not the end, but at a cost.
Okay. I'm sorry. You seem a little scared and a little freaked out, which is understandable. It's a little scary and freaky here. I was scared and freaked too. But I don't feel I've paid much of a cost. And I'm not dead. So right, no cost because no dead.
I'm not sure you will die.
Yeah, that was kind of the impression I got too. But I can make that work. I've got lots to learn, so it'll give me a lot of time to learn things.
Ambrose, what does this mean?
I'm not sure. Some of us have encountered the dark powers before, and there was always a cost. Some people lost their senses, some people lost their mind, but others gained great gifts. Some of them the rage and the fury and the darkness in their soul. I don't know if it's something that you need to survive in this wretched lands, but nobody I've seen who's taken a promise came out better for it in the end.
Well, that is rather concerning when you put it that way, for sure. So you haven't taken a deal. You haven't spoken to anybody or made any deals.
No, many of us, we made a pact not to take the deals after we saw what happened. I should explain, I'm also like you two. I came here, I'm not from Barovia. I'm trapped here as well. I can tell because you guys don't have that ridiculous accent. But perhaps we can help each other. I am looking for the rest of my group. We were scattered to the wind after an attack from the devil himself.
My father, you mentioned my father.
Apollo, yes. I'm not sure where he is now, but Athena, it's important that you know that it's your father's reason why I'm here, why all of us came here. But I don't know if he'll be able to get us back out. Did you come here searching for him?
No, I just assumed that he was gone. I'm looking for Esmeralda.
Yes.
Have you seen her?
Yes. No,
What?
Esmeralda is part of our group.
She is.
Yes, she...
Is she well?
Last I saw her, she was doing wonderfully. She still had her carriage with her, which many of us can't say. We've managed to hang on to all of our possessions, but she still had her carriage and her wits about her. She's kept her mind intact. She made friends with some of the locals, but I fear maybe she's gone native. She stopped touching base with us a while before Strahd's attack. but is that, you're looking for Esmeralda? I can help you. And he pulls the handkerchief out again, that he or not handkerchief, the headband that he was waving earlier. And he says, I believe she is somewhere around here. And he shows you the headband, and it is a headband that you know as belonging to the group that Esmeralda was getting involved in right at that point in the war, when you and her were both aging up and getting involved directly on the fronts one way or another. I believe you got involved sort of politically, diplomatically. Esme used to tell you, sort of in secret excitement, that there was a group known as the Délaissé or Délaissé of Ares. The Délaissé of Ares was a group of heisters, stealers, sneaks. She was excited for it. It was probably one of the highest posts you could hold as a non-vampire. Their group, actually, let's do this. You got predisposed as a skill?
Me?
Yeah.
Nope.
Great. So you're going to give us the first luck roll of today to see how much you remember about this group. It has been centuries. So luck roll in Aetris means you're going to roll 2d6 and just hope you get doubles.
Okay.
Are you lucky?
No.
Oh, close. Yeah, even now your memory falters. That group, they did heisty things. They snuck around. They stole things. They were amazing at getting out of sticky situations. And Esme was excited to be a part of that group, but you're not sure what that group was doing back in the war. What she would have gotten involved in. But these headbands are what they wore. These red headbands with these little sort of crescent designs on them. There's no saying that this exact one was Esme's, but if this is from that group that you knew she got wrapped up in. And he says, I found one of these totems of the Délaissé. It was up there, and he points dramatically up and behind him at the waterfall, where you can see high up on the cliff. I can probably give you a visual of this. High up on the cliff, it would be this map? No, this map. There is a bridge, 500, 600 feet up that crosses near the top where the river drops down. He says, I found it up there. It could be Esmeralda's.
Can I smell it?
Sure, you can smell it. You don't have to give me a check. It would be way too easy anyway. It does smell like it could be Esmeralda's.
It smells like her. Right. Okay, we need to take a moment, get our bearings. I'm so sorry, quite impolite. My name is Athena, and I look at Pip and exhibit.
Oh, right. Sorry. Hi, I'm Pip. It's very nice to meet you.
Hi.
Yes, very sorry. Yes, I am Viscount Ambrose Doodles, but here there is no regalty. You can just call me Mr. Doodles if you want.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Mr. Doodles.
It doesn't sound right to Athena. She hates it, but I guess it's technically correct.
Right. So you are looking to get back with your friends?
Yes. They were over. Have you been to the Bone Grinder?
No. But I've heard of that, right, James?
Probably. I don't know if we've established how long you've been in Barovia. It hasn't been long enough to find anything of note, but maybe enough to stop in here, there, hear a rumor or two.
Yeah. I've heard of that. And you said that your friends are there.
That's where they were, at least when I got flown away from there. So hopefully they're still there, and hopefully all is well. But I don't know. We haven't been here for very long, so I don't know very many of the rules.
Yes. Neither. Okay. So, Ambrose, where did you last see the group?
They're from Tesser Falls here, down southeast. There's a trail that leads down the cliffs to a clearing where a group of people known as the Vishani are encamped. We had stayed with them for a night while it was safe, and then we had begun a voyage south again. We were on the road when we were ambushed. He came flying on a steed, torturing us with the shrieks and taunts that only the face of evil could do. We were scattered into the woods, and the woods here are disorienting. Your father was he was the one who was pushing Strahd off and away so that we could run. But I don't know if he was able to run too.
Okay. Do you know the proximity to that location, to this location, to Pip's friend's location? Are they close? Are they near each other?
Yeah, I think the bone grinder is north towards Valaki. Do either of you have parchment, quill? Or here, I can draw it in the dirt here on the bank. And he can, and I can, because this is, of course, it's freaking Barovia, so there's got to be giant maps. So he's going to demonstrate that we are at Tesser Falls, which is located here. Boop. Nice. Marker H, for those following along with the Curse of Strahd Sourcebook. We are at Tesser Falls. Valaki is north, so you can see Valaki's all the way at the top there, so that's where Pip and her friends would have came from, and then they would have went to the O. So just to the right of Doodles Mini there, you can see the O, and that's going to be Bone Grinder. And then the direction of where he was saying they got scattered off would have been down towards Tesser Pool. It's a little harder to see on this little map. I think if I go like this, you can see there is a very small encampment opposite the bank on Tesser Pool. That is where the Vishani encampment bar was. So I know, Liana, you and I both went there in real life. But that's the orientation. I don't know if it's going to make a lick of sense to either of the characters you're playing right now, but as players, that's sort of the idea. And if you are curious for one reason or another, and I don't know why you would be curious, there's a queue on the far left, and that is a little place called Argenvolsthold. So this is the little zone we're living in today.
Okay. So, how comfortable are you with going somewhere alone?
I usually would say that's fine. I have many skills and many things in the world, but I think after the experiences I've had today, I've learned that maybe here it's not so good to be alone. But I'm happy to go with you all where you want to go, and then I can make my way back to my friends eventually. It sounds like I've maybe done something that's not too advisable, that maybe you all know something about and I could learn something about.
Perhaps the Visconti can help.
Yes, I suppose my friends are very nice, but I don't think they'll be very helpful with this.
Oh, okay. Right. And so we're both still wounded, right?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like it would be best to go there. Perhaps we can spend the night. rest up, tend to our wounds, and figure out a plan. Does that sound all right with you?
Yes, that works with me.
Ambrose?
Yes, staying with the Vishani is certainly an option if they're still there. We got scattered 5 days ago. So it's likely they're still there, but I did want to remark that you're looking at, sorry, I'm looking at the hexes on the map and I'm trying to do the calculations. We'll just say it's a day. I don't know how far, because it gets into messy Curse of Strahd rules about traveling and how quickly you travel or anything. So we'll say it's a day. It's 8.5 miles, but also that's not on roads. 8.5 miles cutting through wilderness. So he'll say that is a close sanctuary. Another option would be to camp out, not here, visibly on the riverbank, but we can camp in the woods nearby, or we could even. No, that's too far. I don't think there's much of an option. We could sleep now, and rest and travel when we're rested, or we could march through, which is fast but dangerous. We risk exhausting ourselves. And there's, like everything in this damned world, there seems to be no good answer. But
Whatever you're going to do, Pip.
If we feel like maybe we'll be okay camping here, I'm not feeling very good, so it might be better to rest a little bit before we make another march, in case the people here don't seem very nice, and so, which is wild, because I met some very nice people earlier, but clearly in this area they're not very nice. So maybe we should be a little more rested before we meet them.
Okay, yes, I think I agree with that. Ambrose, since you know more of this land than we do, perhaps you can point us in the direction of a clearing, but with good coverage in terms of, remaining sneaky and stealthy.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we'll have to head up through the cliffs a little bit before we reach the woods again, but there's no point resting at camp anywhere that isn't under the cover of the trees. And I'm not going to require a check from anyone. It's just going to be an obnoxious trip because we fell all the way down and off the bridge, which is a choice. We just have to sort of climb back up into the woods that are on the high road. If you consider we're on the low road where it's at the bottom of the cliff, but that doesn't mean tree coverage. We got to get back on the high road before the forests begin again. So after an hour or two, he can lead us up and towards a clearing. And I will put us on a clearing here. I think I can probably just move us. I think something like that. And then we can do a camp. Let's do this one. This one looks like a good camp. There we go. All right. So, I don't know if, actually, Liana, you have an adventurer's pack, don't you? Excellent. So, I don't know if we have a tent, but we certainly would have some bedrolls, so we're a bedroll. Pip, did you happen to have any sort of adventuring gear with you when you got trapped in Barovia?
I think I also had some kind of explorer's pack equivalent.
Excellent. And it's okay if you didn't, but...
No, I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see. I had a backpack with a lantern and oil and food. So, like, nothing to sleep on, but I had a backpack.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna take. We're gonna take some of this off. It's gonna be a little more of a bare bones campfire, but it is a campfire nevertheless, and the three of us can get a second here. Since we are taking a rest, I'll let you guys both choose to mark one wound off, so you can save yourself the trouble of one of your wounds. And then I'm gonna need a D6 from, let's make Liana do it, because this is our random encounter of the day. Because it's not Barovia if we don't get a random encounter table. 1. Okay. That's going to be the guy with the...
the guy with the board, right?
Yeah. No, I guess we can just use this guy. So as we are resting up, and actually, you know what? Because I don't want to ruin our campfire moment. I love campfire moments. We can take a moment here, Athena and Pip, around the fire. As you're looking at your wounds. Pip, you have heard in very alluded ways the ways that these two are talking. You're like half sure that they could possibly be vampires. But nobody said it explicit, so it's just sort of a theory you're crafting here. I will give you guys a full buddy point. Actually, I meant to give you guys a buddy point earlier, so let me do that one real fast. I'll give you guys a full buddy point if you can figure out for a fact whether or not they are vampires without trying to let them in on the fact that you're trying to guess that they're vampires.
So, Dr. Doodle, you said you've been here for a while, yes? Were you born here? Is this your homeland?
No. I don't think there are very many people born in Barovia. Seems like we're all trapped here one way or another. Me and Athena here, we come from a land known as a Sugbo. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Oh, very vaguely, yes. Like vaguely aware of it, for sure.
Oh.
Was it?
So you come from another part of the realm?
Yes, I do. I do come from.
Where do you hail from? Perhaps I know of it.
Oh, have you heard of Eisenhound?
Yes. Give me a personality check, Athena. It's going to be a luck check if you have no personality.
I have no personality.
Excellent. So you're going to roll 2d6 and see if they're doubles. Nice! They are doubles! Well done. I love a good luck check. I need a sound effect for luck checks.
It should just be you saying, good luck.
Good luck. That's the best I got, is thunder. He's lying. He's never heard of Eisenhound in his life. You can tell, but he's trying to cover and sound like he's worldly. Yes, Eisenhound, land of many dogs.
Yes, we certainly have a couple of dogs. That's true. And what you have a creature that you are known for, and where you come from?
Athena?
There are dogs as well. But no particular creature. We're a city. All the luxuries a city would have.
Oh, very nice. I'm sure that leads to living very long lives, because, when you have the amenities of a city, you can be very healthy and be alive for a very long time, so I've heard.
Yeah, I've been around for a bit, so has the Viscount. We're very lucky in that way.
How long have you been around, Athena? How long
here or
not
outside?
Here? Before you came visiting.
When is my birthday? Got to do some math.
I have roughly the answer if you actually don't know.
I know it's like, I think it's like 306.
It's something like that. It's been some 300 years since the war.
Yeah, oh, okay, 321. But I don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
34 years, I think, coming up.
Oh, 34. 34 or 34?
I don't know what the difference is. You said the same thing twice.
You're 34 years old or you're 34 years old?
Okay, right, so we should probably get this out of the way. I go over to my bag. I open my bag. I pull out a water skin. And I open the water skin, and then I put a little dribble on my hand of what's in it, and it's blood. I don't want to lie to you. I'm different, you see. So it's 34 plus, I don't know, like a 200 and some years. I'm half vampire. I hope that's okay. I'm not going to bite you. I do eat human food. But I also have blood, and I brought it just in case I ran into someone that I recognized. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm looking for my partner, Esmeralda. She disappeared. We lived together. I just want to find her and find my father too. That would be a fantastic bonus, but I have to find someone very evil in order to do that. So I think it's best that once we figure out our plan, we take our separate ways and go meet with your friend. And I will, go where I need to go.
Well, I appreciate you telling me, thank you. I certainly don't think you're going to hurt me because I feel like you had a lot of opportunity to hurt me when I was, lying on the ground of the river, and you didn't, so that seems very promising in the not hurting category.
To be honest, I was worried about this one.
Oh?
Yes, I'm full-blooded vampire. I should establish that too.
Oh. So are you want to hurt me? Is that why Athena is concerned?
No. Can I get a personality check, Pip?
Yeah, you can.
No.
Let's see. That is 1 success.
You feel like maybe he was kind of excited that you died there, and it's a lot of blood for the taking. He seemed kind of disappointed you were alive. Oh, thank God.
Well, you know what? I'm a snacker, so I can respect the how hangry someone can get without a snack. So we'll just make sure you get a lot of snacks, and we'll all be okay. Yeah.
He'll be on his best. Yeah.
But like Athena here, really, I'm just looking for my people too. We're all looking for someone, it seems. That is something very common in these lands. Feels like everyone's here looking for something. Let's hope that we're the lucky few that find it.
Yeah. Probably because it's so foggy, right? It's really easy to lose things when it's this foggy.
Wow, this one.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it, and that's the conclusion I've drawn.
So yes, at that point, we've rested, we've licked our wounds. I'm glad we took that campfire moment. I gave you guys another buddy point, and it does look like the audience has chimed in with at least one buddy point, because the audience, there's an audience report that makes the bar go up slightly. So for instance, you see how it's slightly more than 2 notches. That means at least one person has blipped us. So with that one that you rolled, a man comes bursting through the tree line. And this is great because we were just talking about it. Everybody's trying to find someone. There's the description. He is a capable-looking human male dressed in Barovian garb. He has a walking stick and a crossbow. And as he breaks through the clearing, he says, "Please, I mean you no harm. My name is Gregory. I don't want to cause a fuss."
Are you also a vampire and you're promising you're not going to hurt us? Because that's been a running theme and we believe you.
What? No. I do not work for Strahd. I am not a vampire.
He's human. I can smell it.
Oh, okay, great. Hello.
Let's make a smell check. I'll see how much you can pick up on this guy besides
Yeah,
race. If you
yeah,
give me
yeah.
it would be a hunt or a range. What is the skill, hunt?
Oh, it's fine. I got hunt, and I got
Yeah, so go ahead and give me a hard hunt. So if you have anything that'll get better, you can make it a medium, but it's going to start at hard. I'll pull our friend out from the woods here.
I did get the rain. I got agility, but now hunt is 4 for me.
Hunt. So you did not get a hunt.
Tis not
Okay.
a success.
Yeah, I'll just give you what you said then. I mean, you can smell this is not a he doesn't smell like a vampire.
No. I figured that would probably stand out too in this area.
Yeah. No, he says, have you seen a boy, just shy of 13? A young boy, it is my son, Anton.
No, sir. We haven't seen anyone around these parts.
Oh, no. He left the village just yesterday. He said he was going to pick some mushrooms along the river. He has not been back. You have not seen him?
I've not seen him, no. I'm so sorry. Did
Have you
he
seen-
around?
Have you seen a monster here? I have heard that a monster lives in the waterfall.
What
I'm
kind of
afraid.
monster?
I do not know. We have stories in Valoki. We used to tell of a creature of great power who jumps out and seizes travelers on the bridge.
Oh. Interesting. And I look at Ambrose. So, you think that perhaps he was taken by this monster?
Maybe if you have not seen him.
Okay. How far is your village from here?
I don't have a home now. I used to live in a town called Velaki.
Oh, I've been to Volarki.
Yes, then have you seen what has become of it since that lady? Whoever is behind the destruction, I curse them 1,000 times.
Yes, much cursing. I'm sure they felt it. It was a strong curse.
Have you eaten and slept?
No, not since this morning. I came out when he was not home. I fear the worst of him. Are you? Does anyone here have tracking knowledge or hunting knowledge who can help? I am not a tracker. I am
I can
but a
help.
carpenter. You can help?
I can help. However, I am going to need to know everything about that monster up in that cave.
They say he is a vile horned beast, a great being, tall with fists like mauls.
Okay. Um, have you? So, from my understanding, this can happen quite often. Have you all ever recovered any remains?
All right, is that a question to Gregory or to our friend Doodles? Or just to both, anyone?
Yeah, I'll just say it out. Like,
Yeah.
is this the type of monster that throws away its food when it's done, or?
No, they are stories. I don't even know if the monster exists. They could just be. I heard them when I was a little boy to keep me away from the water. But with my poor son's disappearance, I fear they could be true.
Okay. So, Pip, would you like to make a Pip stop?
But yeah,
I saw that you had magic.
Yes.
Okay. I think that could be useful in this encounter.
That is my hope. I did many years of schooling to try to be helpful and bring magic to the world.
That's
this is-
fantastic.
Yes.
That's great news. Yes. Ambrose, will you stay with our new friend and make sure he's comfortable?
Yes, I can do that. Do you expect this to be... Are you guys just scouting it out, or are you actually going to try to take down the beast? If it's a bugbear, or some, I mean, it sounds like a bugbear to me, but if it is a large creature, are you sure the two of you can handle it alone?
I pull out my morning star.
Oh,
My bag.
wow. Okay. Yes, then I will stay here. Gregory, yes, me and Gregory will stay here. If you guys just want to, because we've already climbed up to find the woods again, we are already back on the high road, so it's pretty trivial to get back to the waterfall and over the river. I will man down the fort if the two of you want to go out and see what's up. I mean, I did find Esmeralda's headband on that same bridge, so if something is reaching out and snatching...
That's what I'm thinking too. We might be able to find some of your friends as well.
Oh, yes. I hope not. I hope they have not been taken by a monster, but it is good to go check. If I got thrown over the waterfall, who knows how many of them did too.
That's true. If we're not back in a few hours, perhaps try coming to scout us out.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go through these woods myself. I will be there to save the day if you get trapped in a cage or fall down a hole or get really distracted by some really beautiful siren. Whatever it is, I have pledged my loyalty to the LaCroix, and you are LaCroix as well. So I will be there.
Maybe if you'd like for a few hours, I did bring some things in my bag if you want to, I don't know, dress up the place a little bit.
Wait, really?
Yeah, of course.
No way.
I had to bring some stuff from home.
Oh, Pip, you don't know this, but back when, in the real world, in the Sugbo,
Yeah.
I threw a bombastic masquerade. You would not believe.
Oh,
It was
that
amazing.
sounds so delightful. Wow.
I'll
That's real
prepare.
skill.
I'll see what you have. Maybe I can put together. I can raise our spirits. I'll put together a mock masquerade. A mock-scarade.
I
would-
love it.
That would be great, and perhaps you can find some food for our new guest.
Yes, absolutely.
And I
Did you hear
have
that,
some
Gregory? We're holding a masquerade, Gregory. It's going to be wonderful.
in my bag if you need it for you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Right. Pip,
Yes.
shall we head out?
Yes, let's do it. Let's go find the monster.
Okay, let's go find the monster.
Right. Let's go find the monster indeed. I'll take us up to that little bridge area. And I just need...
I'm gonna take some rope if I can, like from my bag. I imagine I have rope in there, right? Adventuring gear?
Yeah, adventuring gear, sure.
I'll take that with me.
All right, and... where's the board? There's the board. Here we go. So we are, I'll put us right at the top there, imagining we're just going to come and investigate what's going on up here. You make it to the top of that cliff. I think maybe I have some text from the module here, maybe? Question mark. The roaring torrent of the water from the river tumbles nearly 500 feet to the bottom of this collection of rocky outcroppings. Oh, you just have this for free. Okay, no, I don't need a check for this then. From this angle, from this close to the waterfall, you notice that behind the curtain of water, roughly 100 feet below where you stand, there is the vision of an alcove in the cliffside behind the water, made visible by its faint flickering as if torchlight within reveals a room behind the waterfall. 100 feet down.
Does it look like there's a path going down, or
It looks like it is
kind of
just...
a straight drop?
Yeah, exactly. So this is all the way up here on the high road near the top of the waterfall. 100 feet down the waterfall and right into the rock wall is that alcove. No paths to it.
Is there a way to use the rock wall as a means, like if we can get over to it as a means to climb down?
Yeah, anyone who is decent at climbing, which would probably take a strength check, if either of you have a strength ability. Sorry, might, yes, not strength. So if you have might, you can make a might roll. Otherwise, you're probably going to need to figure out another way down or just take the luck roll.
Okay. I do have might.
I am very weak, but I can do my best.
All right. Do you have any... Before we jump into this, tell me what you can do. What are you skilled at? Where do you excel?
So I can do all sorts of wild things. I have electricity, so I can make electricity happen. I can stop if it's raining. I don't get rained on. That's a pretty cool one. If you ever need a hand in a particular spot, let me tell you, I've got a hand for you. I'm the helping hand. Get it? I'm there for you. Let's see. If someone's feeling a little down, maybe I should have done this for our friend, because if someone's feeling a little down and they just need to see the world as a more beautiful place, I found I'm really good at making people find that beauty in the world. Sometimes I can make it look like there's lots of me. That's always funny. That makes people very confused, and that gives them a good chuckle. And then, I can climb things semi-okay. I'm just not very strong.
All right.
Not magically. I just sometimes like to climb trees.
Got it. Are you good at being sneaky?
Yes, actually. I am. I'm very sneaky.
Right. Okay. Perhaps we'll use that to our advantage. Along with you can make duplicates of yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Right. I brought this rope.
Okay.
Perhaps maybe we can
I was just checking to see if I could make duplicates from this screen, and I can. So we can have as many pips as we want.
Also, I think we're all Okay, now we're back. That was weird. It went off air for me, but now it's back. Right. Maybe we try and get a better look, if you like.
Yeah. If you need, remember those hands I have? If you need me to make a hand on the cliff that can hold your rope, I've got you.
Oh, how much can it hold?
Yeah, just like a hand's worth. You know, you just think about how much can your hand hold. I'd say about that much.
Okay, we look for a tree, just in case.
Yeah, maybe that's smart. Yeah.
Just to have an extra support there. Okay, so let's try and be super quiet and see if we can get over there. Stay close.
Okay.
I can move things with my mind, and I have some energy that might keep you safe.
Wow.
So,
You're really cool.
thank you. I don't really know what that means, but I do appreciate it. It's very kind of you to say. As are you, Pip. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, we are certainly forming a very solid rapport between the two of these, which is nice, actually. It's I think.
Have you had people like get along?
Oh, you know, we've had some people get super along very quickly, and we've had some people just never even reach this side of the bar for the whole game. Like it's just constantly on the other side, and some of them have wavered back and forth. We had one game with Brendan Eck and Dean Whitfield. The two of them, it was just witticisms, and it was like having two Sheldons in the room, and they were just constantly fighting. It was great.
Love that.
So, yes. What is the game plan here? I heard there's rope and tree and what?
So, my idea was to I want to try and get a better look at what's inside of there. So ideally, I'd like to go over to the top of the waterfall wall.
Sure.
And if there's a tree, I'd like to anchor the rope to it.
At the wall. Okay, so we would put you sort of, this is going to be a cheesy way to do this, but I'm going to put you kind of like high up, like you're on the top of the cliff.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and we can say there's a tree. If you're all the way up at the very top, there's probably a tree. You want to try to dangle the rope down over the side is the...
Well, I want to give Pip a means to get down safely, but I was just going to spider climb.
That's true. We do know you have that. Yes, let's go ahead and make this a craftsmanship check. Do you have any craftsmanship?
No.
No. All right, so this will be a luck check to craft our way into the alcove. Okay, yeah, the rope, you go and you pull all the rope out as much as you have. By the time you've tied the rest of it around this large trunked tree, you find yourself down a couple feet. And then when you sort of start to tally up the rest of the feet of rope, you realize it only really goes down 20 feet over the side. It's like not even halfway to the alcove. You just don't have enough rope to...
How? I know this is quite rude to ask.
No.
How much do you weigh?
Oh, you know, I feel like it kind of depends on the day. You know, I'm feeling about, I'd say, 111 and a half pounds today. I think is what I'm feeling today. Yeah.
Okay. Could I use might to put her
Carry?
on the back?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do something quite strange and alarming. I don't want you to be afraid. But have you ever seen a spider climb down a web?
Oh, well, of course I used to watch them out the window all the time when I was bored in class. Don't tell my teachers.
Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, good.
So I can do that.
Oh.
And I'm wondering if you hold on to me quite tightly, if that will be enough to keep you on me and for me to climb down.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
All right. So what would have previously been probably a hard might check to climb down through the running water and into the agility is going to go up a level of difficulty because we're going to push it. So it's going to start, this check is going to start at very hard. And then depending on what you've got, if you have species or cliche, good baggage, etc., you can sort of start to walk your way back from very hard.
Etc. My baby could be in there.
Esmeralda. You're looking for Esmeralda. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pushing yourself because this is possibly, it's like mothers lifting cars. This is an intense moment. So I would give you that. So we go from very hard to hard. Then do you have, I doubt this, but does your species or cliche apply here?
Well, Dampier, I'm using spider climb.
Is spider climb a Dampier power or is it a spell?
Oh, I thought
I would
it
need
was
to be reminded there.
Dampier, but I'm not sure.
Let me see. This is the Dampier from Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. Spider climb is a racial ability.
Wow.
You actually managed to knock that out. So because the reason why they're separate bullet points on the sheet is because you can do them distinctly, right? So you can do species or cliche once, and you can do good baggage or et cetera once. And if you happen to have both, if it is a racial ability and it goes with your et cetera or your baggage, you're using your racial powers to go for Esmeralda, that lets you walk that very hard check back up to moderate, so you're going to be throwing 3d6 against all, and hopefully you get a might.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you have a way to not get wet when it rains?
I do, yes. Actually, I don't get rained on. For one rain, I don't get rained on.
I wonder if waterfall counts as rain.
Oh, I bet so, because it's like splashing off. I mean, if it's above us, it's water from the sky. So I think it's worth a try.
Unfortunately, you've already applied a good baggage or et cetera to it, so you can't do that one again.
Got it.
But it's good to know, in case the Esmeralda thing didn't exist, that is an example of we could have used the other good bag. But yes, so we've walked this very hard check back to be as easy as possible, given the circumstances. But we're still going to need, this is might. You're going to be rolling 3d6, and you're going to aim for might. Fingers crossed.
We did it!
Yeah! Nice. It's going to go off without a hitch. That is a success. A group of you, you'll hang on koala style, I guess, grabbing onto Athena as she does her incredibly terrifying spider climbing into the cave. And I'll take us inside.
Stick to the shadows, Pip.
Yes, I'll be very sneaky.
All right, I need to make sure that the map is here. And we're going to raise. Excellent. And then, oops, I need to change the board. So, what's the button for that? Only 6 episodes in. Hold on. I still got to remember which keys do what. It's this one, and then this one, and then this one. Excellent. And then bring the board back up for the players. There we go. Something to that effect. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, lower yourselves. Now, look the alcove. You find yourself inside what is almost certainly the lair of some sort of monster. Put you guys on the board. As the bones and carcasses in the entranceway prove. Where's the, which one is it? This one. So that's whoever was asking that question about are there any body parts left, the answer is yes. They're just all still inside here. The rocky floor of the cave is damp, and the roar of the rushing water behind you is nearly deafening. Further in, the tunnel leads round a bend, beyond which a faint light twinkles. Strewn around the tunnel are humanoid corpses, stripped of their bones. Their skin lies stretched and drooping on the floor, as if meticulously stretched, meticulously skinned. And then actually the next thing that happens is you watch as the skin closest to you here begins to sort of squelch and crawl towards you like a caterpillar, not standing, not fighting, but coming for you, almost like an ooze made of skin. These things are alive. What do you do?
Can I shoot electricity at it?
Absolutely.
In a panic?
Yeah. Panic and give me a sage check.
Great. So do I increase this from moderate to easy because I have spellcasting as good baggage, or is that like just an ability I have, so I still do it at moderate?
You are going to, if it's something that you, so imagine Sage as a catch-all skill that is anything sagely that falls in the Sage realm. You are specifically doing the thing that you are good at.
Okay.
So if you wanted to say, I want to cast Fireball, you could certainly try. It's not going to be easy.
But it's not my thing.
But it's not your thing.
Got it.
However, this is your thing. So by falling back and relying on the stuff that you know you are good at, the Atris system sort of feeds in and rewards you.
Sweet. Then that is 2 successes.
Excellent. Boom. You let out that lightning. It spews across, and it is, that skin is fried. It is a pork rind.
Oh gosh. That wasn't the person you knew, was it? I should have asked before I went for it.
Unfortunately, that's going to attract the attention of the other skins, which are going to hasten and double in speed. That's not the skin. Hasten. That's not the skin. Hasten. There we go. And double in speed. You got 3 more coming for you now. Allie, did you want to move at the end of your turn?
No, I'm okay.
All right. Then I'll give Athena a chance before the skins reach you. The 3 that were further back are coming across the moist floor, squelching the whole way. Oh, I can't hear you.
You're muted.
I muted myself, sorry.
Nice.
What
do you do? The skins are crawling for you.
I'm gonna hold out my hand, and I would like to attempt to use telekinesis. But I want to try and like put him in the water.
Oh, behind you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a occult check, medium.
Okie roll that here. Medium, so that's moderate. 1, 2, 3, is 6.
There it is. You got it. Yeah. With 1 success, this little minion skin, I'll take 1 more of them. We'll fly it across fly it over your head and into the waterfall behind you, where it hits the ground and squelches a little splash. But you still got 2 more coming for you, and now that it is their turn, I'll have them catch up.
Can I move?
Oh, yeah, you can move.
Pip, we should try to get on that rock over there so we have the high ground.
Okay, great. I'll follow you.
Okay.
I'm gonna, however far as I can get, I'll try to go to that big rock over there.
Sure. Let's see if I have, I don't really have a grid on this map, do I? Okay, I'll get you halfway. We'll say it takes 2 turns to get to the rock, which will put you want the really big one all the way over here or the little one on the side of the wall?
The one that's closest to us, I think. No, this one.
This
the big one.
Well, the big one in the back here you can't reach because there's, you're in a tunnel and that would be like a cave wall.
Oh.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, here, this
whatever
might help if I
rock
do.
I can get on would be cool.
Yeah, here, and I'll flush this out. I tried to not put too many of them because I didn't want to block the map,
Building
but that's basically what you're looking at, right?
Okay, so there's a roof, so I can't climb onto that.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go to this one over here, but I don't want to leave Pip. So I guess like, how do we do that? I'll like
It's
ready
okay, I
to.
can follow you. That's like,
Okay.
if you're on the rock and I'm not, that's okay.
Okay. I will
right.
move to the.
Yep. All right. And now they have entered. They've come up on you, and I'll consider this effectively battle. They've moved from trap or obstacle into actual conflict. So now we're going to handle these things with conflict rolls as opposed to just a little skill checks. So this first boneless here is going to what am I trying to compare this to? Like a grasshopper almost. It's going to spring up and at you, a face hugger, splaying its little dangly skins around you. And then we'll have the other one go for Pip. So I'm going to do an attack on both of you. I'll just do the same dice. This is a melee attack. So you get to pick any of your melee-based skills to defend against. These guys only succeed on ones because they are minions. So we're going to say we got 0 successes. All you need is any successes and you fend off the skins, picking one of your melee skills.
How many rolls do we get?
It would be medium by default,
Okay.
and then if you have something that's defensive, you can make it go up.
0.
No successes, Pip.
No success.
Is it going for my face?
We'll say it's like chest, neck, face, shoulders, upper body.
I do have a weapon, and it's my mouth.
Your fangs. You want to use, you're the best defense is an offense? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll let you up that to 6 if the goal is to bite the skin as it comes at you. Like a dog catching a tennis ball. A dog catching a volleyball.
Okay. Ready, and
That's gotta be really bad or really good. What are your melee skills?
my melee skill, I have vitality, which is 2, and I have might,
Yes.
which is 1.
Oh, okay, so you do have 2s.
Yeah.
Great. So then, in that case, I will say I'll give you that this time. I just want to recap. Make sure you declare your chosen skill ahead of time so that you don't pull a.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I will do that.
But we'll let it pass. This is like our first, second, third combat. I don't remember. So, Liana, you fend that one off. It comes at you, and you just sort of catch it in the mouth and fling it aside. Pip, you got nothing, so it smacks at you. You're going to take a wound, unfortunately, as it just sort of grapples and suffocates all over your face. And it is your turn, Pip.
I'd love to just shoot more lightning at them. Try to make them go
Excellent.
away. That's 2 successes.
That is enough. That's at least one. Sorry, I need to roll opposite because we're in conflict now. So I need to roll to see if I get 2 or 4 ones. This is not in my favor. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 ones.
Oof.
So that's not going to hit. You lightning strike it, and it just spatters on the cave floor next to it. What do you do? Did you want to move, Pip?
Yeah, if I can try to just run away from the one that was jumping at my face.
You can jump
Unless it's
out
attached to
away
my
into the
face.
waterfall, or you can. Oh yeah, the one that was attached to your face. I don't know. Let's do quick opposing strength checks, might checks. Let's see if you can pry it off or not.
So should I do luck since I don't have might?
If you don't have might, it's going to be luck. Correct.
Okay. No.
Yeah, and you got one success. Yeah, you try to pry it off, and it is stuck on you. That might be why you couldn't get the lightning right.
Yeah. Then no, I'm actually gonna not move so I don't accidentally stumble back into the water since I can't see very well.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Athena, it is your turn.
Not gonna leave the homie hanging. I'm going to go for using my occult to invoke my telekinesis in an attempt to pull her towards me.
Ooh, pulling the ally. I like that. I like that. Let's just make that an occult skill check then.
Okay.
So you'll
Moderate.
do 3. Yep, 3 occult.
Oops. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. No.
Yeah, you reach for it, and you feel like you get, maybe you're psionically connecting with the little flesh skin, but not
Yeah.
Pip. You can't pull her as much as you try.
Well, then
That's a
I'm
fail.
taking off the wizard.
All right, you jump off the little rock, your high grounds, and you head back over to her where you can see she's still struggling. She's got this thing. It is their turn, so I'll have. I'm going to have the light that was in the hallway up ahead turn the corner, revealing just for a second what appears to be like a will-o-wisp. You catch out of the corner of your eye, Athena, and then it disappears.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm going to make 2 attacks again with the boneless. I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to roll 1 attack for both of you. So this is melee. I got 1 success. So the one that's attacking you, Pip, is going to squeeze even harder, try to suffocate you. The other one is coming for the back of your head, Athena, as you have turned your back to it, trying to help Pip. And we need a melee. We need at least 1 melee success to fend it off.
Okay, I'm gonna use might.
Oh, I got 2.
Excellent. Pip, you're good?
And so I'm rolling 3 dice.
Yeah, we'll roll 3 dice, and you're going to hope for a might.
1.
Nice. All right, you got 1. We'll consider it a net sort of a tie. So it'll jump up at you, Athena. It'll grapple onto your back of your cloak, so it'll get you. But it's just your cloak. You don't take any damage. It's just sort of hanging on your back there. You feel a little heavy, the weight behind you. Did you know the skin is the heaviest organ? So this is just the skin. It's sort of weighing you down. It's a weird thing to think about. The skin is the heaviest organ.
Interesting.
And it is, I think we're back to Pip.
Yeah. I think Pip is gonna go back to basics and is gonna take her knife and just try to like cut away at the skin and get it off her face.
Let's get a opposing melee attack. You can ignore this. This is me just coding this in darkness because the will-o-wisp, which was the source of light, is now floating into this room.
I got 3 successes.
Oh, yeah, the odds of me getting 3 1s are very low.
Love that for you.
I only got 1.
Me too.
Nicely done, Pip. You just stab it into your face.
Stop.
And that's it. It only needed the 1 hit, so that is 1 more down. We've only got 1 to go. The one that was about to the one that is hanging on the back of Athena there. I've got you guys backwards. It would be on the back of Athena here. All right. That was your turn, Pip. Do you have anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Athena. It's on your back, and you know, you're the only person right now that knows there is also a magic will-o-wisp somewhere floating, emanating this light.
Got it. I'm gonna take off my cloak, and then I'm gonna charge the rock next to it, the wall, and I'm gonna flatten it against the wall.
Nice.
Pancake.
Yeah, give me that'd be a melee. It's melee combat.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Mike. That's strong.
I got 0.
Come on, girl. That's embarrassing.
And you got 0 too.
No.
Yeah. You bring it, you bring the cloak up against the wall, but before you can get it flat, it's jumped out of the cloak and onto the floor to the side of you. So it is, I'll grab this guy. It is there, ready to spring another attack. You still got, we can say like a sort of movement or whatever.
Can I step on it?
You can stand on it, but I don't think you could make like a melee attack on it.
That's fine.
But standing on it
I'm gonna
still,
stand on it if you'd like to give it a whack.
Yeah.
nice. I would definitely make that, that would make Pip's attack easy. That would make it a 6 for Pip.
Oh, amazing.
So Pip, if you want to, oh, hold on, they get a turn first. So let's do opposing might checks real fast, Athena, to see if it's strong enough, how strong these skins are.
3.
I got 0 again. Yeah, so you'll do 3 might to hold down the fort there. You got 0, I got 0. Nothing happens. You guys both failed. So we stay in this position. Pip makes an attack with 6 dice, trying to get him while he's down.
Got the knife, so I'll just run over and stab it.
Pip in the knife.
Oh no, I got no success.
Pip stabbing, but just like you don't want to hit Athena's feet.
No.
It's very close. So Athena, you get one more shot here.
I'm gonna reach for my Morning Star, and I'm gonna go for a whack.
Let's see it. I'm gonna
3
roll the
melee, might. Let's go. Come on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 0 for me again. So that is, yeah. I'd say, how do you want to do this? But I'd be terrified to hear your description of a morning star in a boneless flesh mound.
It's just, we'll just say it's just a mess.
It's just a mess. It's just a mess. It's just gross. Ew. Ew. And the cave is once again quiet. The squelching of flesh bags has stopped. There is still the occasional twinkle of the light and the glisten of magic in the air. You can hear it. There's still something. The whole reason why this whole cave isn't dark in the first place, there's no torches lit, but rather some sentient, invisible light seems to be glowering.
I would
the room.
recognize it as a will-o-wisp, correct?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Pip, have you ever heard of a will-o-wisp?
No, what is that? It sounds very whimsical.
It is quite.
So essentially, it can. Do you want me to roll something? James?
Predisposed. Yeah, predisposed. Predisposed would be the and luck.
Lucky, here we go. Down to 2 and not lucky.
You
know,
gotta
it
build
is
up that buddy
whimsical.
rapport a little more. If you're curious, the buddy ability that we unlock will replace all of the luck rolls. It replaces the luck mechanic in the game.
Ooh.
When we
Oh, we
become
love
buddies.
that.
Yeah.
They're whimsical. You're correct.
Okay.
I don't really know the extent, but they're tricky.
Okay. Just like
so-
maybe don't trust them right away?
Perhaps. I know they can mess with the light.
Would I know that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're watching it happen in front of us, sure.
Okay. So, you must be very careful. Are you hurt in any sort of way?
Yes, a little bit. More emotionally, I would say, than physically,
sorry.
but a little hurt, yes.
If you'd like, we can talk about that after.
Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you. Are you hurt? Are you okay? You seemed like you had it under control.
Oh, you know, I I've dealt with worse, let me tell you. Although I will say I have never seen skin grow like that before.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's not just me, because that was wild.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, so is there still bits around?
There are still little bits of flesh and bone and, remnants.
Can I use hunt to try and make out one, like if there's blood, how fresh is it?
Sure. I'd make that a hard check, but because you're a vampire, you can probably apply that to make it a medium.
Okay, I'll do 3. And I will use, what should I use for that?
Hunt, yeah. Like you just said, make it a hunt
So
check.
looking for 4.
Didn't get it. But I don't really know what to make of this blood. It's quite a mess.
Yeah. Do we want to, we obviously have to go forward. Do we think we should stick with this, just the darkness is there and be sneaky? Or should I have a little bit of light if we think we should, since the other light is tricky, we should provide our own light?
Oh, perhaps. I'm wondering, you can do many of yous, correct?
Yes.
Perhaps we plant some of your many of yous within the darkness to see if anything attacks it.
Yes, we can. I can certainly do that. It does beg the question, will we be able to see it getting attacked? Or are we just going to listen really hard?
I guess listen, right?
Okay.
Although, do you know when a duplicate is removed?
No, not really. It's more of a fun visual effect to amuse and enjoy.
Okay. Well, then we'll enjoy it. We'll try that first, and then
Yeah, we can try something else if it doesn't work.
yes. Okay, so I guess
Great.
I'll move over towards it, but kind of hide behind the rock that I was originally standing on.
Oh, you're gonna hide here. And then how many of yous do you want? There's no real
I
rules
get
to it because
3.
this comes from Troika. Okay, great. So you got 3. All right. So I've given us 3 many of yous.
And I'd like to, if there's anywhere to hide close to the darkness in a similar
Sure.
idea, and then send them in
put
and
you
listen really hard.
Do your
Oh,
many of
sorry,
yous
I'm
have
behind
names?
that rock. Can I be behind that rock where they all are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The one that I was climbing on before. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Do the many of yous have personalities or distinct features or anything to distinguish them? Or are they just thing 1, thing 2, thing 3?
They're mirror images of me.
Okay.
There's just 3 of them. Yeah.
I did. And
Can you control them? What they do?
I can send them off, but then that's kind of the extent of it. We
Okay.
they're not like minions. They're just they're kind of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as they disappear into the darkness, you can tell what actually happens is that the light, the invisible will-o-wisp that we know is hanging around us, is following the many of yous, which will actually plunge where we are into darkness, but it does let us see where they are because that's where the light is. And so you can see, you can watch them go this way, unless you wanted to split them up, but just keep in mind that this path to the right, as you look around the corner, does seem to be infested with spider webs.
Nope. They can all go together to the left.
You'll see them come here and then turn the corner, at which point, the will-o-wisp has lit that room up, but you don't have visuals on that room unless you want to follow in the darkness.
I don't hear anything, so should we follow them?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, let's do it. Sneaky.
All right, let's get an agility check from the both of you. This is moderate, because actually, yeah, let's start it at moderate because we're in darkness. And if anything that helps you with sneaky, you can go moderate to easy.
Agility is 3 for me. And I got 3.
Excellent.
It's also 3 for me, and I got a 3.
Wow. Oh my God, we're like best friends.
Buddies!
We have so much in common. We should have just had Pip in our campaign, Liana.
Right?
2 minutes. That's how long Pip would have made it.
Yeah. So you sneak around the corner to see what's going on. And the many of yous, the will-o-wisp has taken an interest in them because it's following them around, clearly. I'll just get rid of this because we know we're looking into that room. And we know you guys have snuck around the corner here to look in. Successful stealth check. The thing that you notice, unfortunately, is that I can show this on the map. I'll do it this way. The tables in the corner, on one of them appears to be a creature who has, I don't know, maybe is in the middle of a dissection or something, splayed open, somebody carved his chest, his head. He's sort of been scalped. Leaking out of the side, and the creature, you both recognize it because it is what I had written before we started the game, Athena's friend. We now know that Mr. Doodles is not necessarily Athena's friend, but Athena's colleague. Mr. Doodles appears to be lying dead on the table, victim to whatever creature is truly living here.
Oh. So I guess we went with Mr. Doodles then.
Or I guess other option, this is not Mr. Doodles. Maybe...
Which means we left Mr. Doodles with the human man.
Is that bad?
I don't know. Because if it's not Mr. Doodles, then yes, but it is. If it is Mr. Doodles, then that. Okay, honestly, he's a vampire either way. Okay. But I did give him blood. Okay, get your bearings from that.
Yeah. Looking around, you said it was in the middle of dissection. Is there like something actively dissecting Mr. Doodles, or just the Mr. Doodles?
It's almost like they dissected him, maybe out of curiosity, or maybe they wanted something out of him, a heart, a blood, a liver, a brain, but he seems to be finished now.
Okay.
Does he have anything on his person?
You can't tell from this distance. Not from all the way across the wall, the cave.
Oh, your hand.
Yeah! Can I make a hand appear on the table to like reach into his pockets and see if there's anything there?
Absolutely. Let's make that a stage check. We'll make it are you trying to do this without care of anyone seeing, or are you trying to be careful?
I would say trying to be careful.
So let's start this one at hard. And
Okay.
then it would probably bump up to medium since you're specifically using one of your powers.
Okay, sweet.
So we'll do a medium sage.
1 success.
Excellent. Yes, you do prod around, and you can tell that his pockets have been emptied, his cloak is emptied, but so has his head. An empty, cavern of a skull is all that's left of his mind and his brain and his thoughts.
So, I wonder if we have the mind of Mr. Doodle with us, if not the original body of Mr. Doodle.
Oh, well, that's quite problematic. So whatever
That would
that
make
thing
sense.
is
Because he
out
knew so
there.
much about you, yeah. So do
Okay.
you think he was the monster, or do we think the monster is able to create Mr. Doodles?
I'm wondering if the monster climbed into a Viscount bodysuit and took the brain.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should probably go back and help the human man. Maybe.
Should we see if his, I know it's scary and gross here, but should we go a little farther and see if there's a table with his son on it? Just so we can tell him if it's okay?
That's fair, yeah, we should.
What are we whispering about?
A man behind you, who's what you recognize as Mr. Doodles, has sort of snuck up in the darkness, because we were technically in the complete darkness. And that's exactly what he says as you finish that thought. And even though you cannot, yes, he is Mr. Doodles here behind you. Even though you can't see him in the pitch blackness that we're in, you can hear the smile on his face as he says that. What are we whispering about?
I'm hungry.
Oh, yes, me too. Me too. You happen to have any more of that blood skin on you?
No, I left it with you.
Oh, no matter. I see two blood skins right in front of me.
Okay, calm down. Yep. Maybe.
I need agility checks from the both of you. Hard agility checks. So you're starting from 2.
Nope.
Did you up that, Allie, because of your rogue thing?
Oh, I didn't. Let me roll one more.
Yeah, remember you got the rogue one.
Yeah. Still no.
Okay, fair enough.
But good
I would
call.
like to invoke my etc.
Ooh, okay.
Which
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Esmeralda could still be here. And also, I would like to invoke the following, if I am allowed. I'm the last LaCroix.
Oh, yeah, you can proc, which will let you automatically succeed this no matter what. Don't even have to roll.
I'm procking.
All right. You proc as you turn. You can't even see him, but in the darkness, he has somehow grown in size. And when he comes to hit you with, he's about to basically slam you and push you. Pip is not fast enough to dodge. Pip does not expect this. And so Pip is going to go flying out of the darkness and into the light of the Will-O-Wisp, where you can see her slam against the back wall. That's not Pip. I went the one with the hat. The hat is Pip. Pip slams against the back wall when he punches her. Pip, you will unfortunately have to take another wound for that. Mm-hmm. I think you're at, what, 3 wounds now?
Yup.
Yee. But you, Liana, what do you do that stands your ground, keeps you from being pushed face to face with this monster in the darkness?
I am going to use my telekinetic thrust. I'm going to put my hands out in front of me and hope to baby Jesus that I hit something.
Excellent. So, like, his fist in the darkness is coming in, and you can't see it coming, but you know it's coming for you. You can feel the pressure, and you throw up that barrier, and you just get pushed back like a half an inch, skidding in stone as this force is bumped into you, and you've held it off. The Will-O-Wisp sort of must be coming back over here where the action is, because when it turns the corner and you can just see the monster, he no longer looks like your old friend. He has become a large, horn-spiked, armored, just so you can see him. He has become this grungy sort of ogre-like monster. Technically, he's what you would call an Oni, but I don't know and if anyone here would know what an Oni is. Maybe actually. The LaCroix were fighting the Trovarth dynasty. There might be some beneath there. Anyway, so big evil ogre guy, and apparently also shapeshifter. I'll put him here because we got the two of you sort of face to face there. That was his turn. I will take it to Athena. We'll go left to right. What do you do, Athena?
How close is Pip to me?
I don't know, 15 feet, 20 feet behind you, up against the wall.
Okay, and there's no attacks of opportunity, right?
Correct.
I'm running back to Pip, and I'm gonna lean over and say, Pip, do you know what happens when electricity hits water?
Oh, yes.
Let's get him in that water.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I'll leave it to Barovia.
I'm gonna roll a D4 real fast.
you're gonna roll.
Just because
Sorry, bro.
I'm gonna roll a D4 real fast. That looks like a 3. So as you finish that conversation, you do realize that you were whispering to a fake Pip, but real Pip was right there, so she heard it anyway.
You're so good at that.
Got him.
Did you say that, Pip?
There you go.
But it's okay because she was whispering loud enough that you get the message still. Yeah.
You did hear that, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I still have an action.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I haven't done anything. You just ran over Pip.
Hold up. I am going to. This is gross. I'm going to try and telekinesis the Viscount. I'm going to try and chuck it. I'm going to try and chuck it at him.
All right. I think that's A-okay. You're just going to give me, we are in conflict, so that would be a ranged attack. So what ranged abilities do you have?
I got agility and I got hunt.
Or wait, are you, when you say you chuck it, do you mean you're literally throwing it or you're psionically throwing it?
I was going to throw it with my telekinesis.
Oh, okay. So supernatural. Pick your supernatural ability then.
I use a cult. So that
Excellent,
is going
yeah.
to be, and the level?
It would start at 3 as usual, unless your occult is injured. If you have any of your occults injured, it'll go down to starting at 2. And then I have to roll his opposing conflict check.
And can I add my etc.?
Yes. Yeah, the psionic.
All right. Let's
D6
see
on
what we can
sticks.
do. 1, 2, 3.
For the record, he kind of like a hag does succeed on 1, 2s, and 3s. So in this case, I got 1 success. 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 2. So you gotta get. You need more than 1 success, and you will successfully hit him with the body. Nice.
Nice.
That's a crazy roll. That's a great poker hand right there. Yes, so I will take a wound. So just like the hag, he has wounds that we will be crossing off. He takes 1 wound as the body flies across, smashes him, and because the body was already dissected a bit, he's slathered with some blood and viscera and, all the gore that comes with a dissected body at someone. And he stumbles backwards. Maybe he licks with a big, dark, brown, giant tongue, sort of licks his own face clean of any blood that landed there. But he says,
Do you think that will stop me? you know what it takes to stop me?
How about a morning star?
Pip, your turn. The morning star has just been drawn. What do you do?
I think Pip is gonna try to do some random magic here. She's hurt, she's stressed, but she has one goal, and it's to get this creature to the
Random
water, and
magic.
she doesn't know if she can do it, but she's gonna reach in and try.
All right, I have to flip back up again. Here it is. All right, so 1 and 40 again.
Let's go with 27.
27. Wow. If you pull this off, you're literally about to cast Earthquake.
God.
So, Earthquake is described as the wizard hikes up his wizard robe and stomps his wizard feet. I gotta change it to the comedy music again for this. Hikes up his wizard feet. An area 30 meters around him suffers a massive earthquake. Everyone must test their luck or fall through a crack in the earth. You know what? Since the Troika rules say test their luck, with a capital L, Troika luck, I'll probably make this a luck roll for the two of you. Test their luck or fall through a crack in the earth, taking XYZ damage and being stuck in the hole. So this is both a damaging and a constricting spell and a building wrecking spell. It's an area 30 meters around you. That's basically the whole cave. And it's all dependent on whether you succeed or fail this sage check. Is any of your sage injured?
No, Sage is not injured.
You've kept your mind intact. You've kept your magic sturdy. So you're going to give me a well, I'll say it'll start at hard, and then we'll bump it to moderate for the spell.
Okay,
So start
cool.
at moderate, more or less.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna go for it. That is one success.
That's all you need. Whew. Whew. All right. So, the earth cracks open underneath of you. I'll grab some of these terrain crack effects. Oops. Move to there. There we go. The earth cracks open around you and all around the cave around you with a great rumble as the earthquake is set off, and I guess we'll just have. I'll do this. I'll say, Liana, give me an agility check to try to not get caught in it, because it is very it's not picky.
Moderate?
Moderate.
Okay. Agility 3. 1, 2, 3. No!
Ah! So you watch Pip. You watch as, yes, the creature is damaged. I'm going to give him a big old wound as the ground opens up beneath him and he begins to sink into it. I'll do that for him. But off to your left, you watch as another hole opens up and poor Athena is also stuck in it. Athena, take a wound.
I deserve that. No. I'm gonna get rid of Hunt because we found it.
Yeah.
Good call, good call.
Can it be like as I'm going down, I'm like, well, before I go, good job, Pit, and then you hear Pit, like it fades out as I.
Athena, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the good news, Athena, is you're not falling through the mountain and into the hells. You're just basically falling into a crack that'll come up to like your chest, so you're stuck.
Okay.
So both you and the ogre are stuck in this position until something or another can sort of lodge you out. I am going to, if anything else, Pip.
Pip will probably instinctively run over to where Athena is to make sure Athena's okay.
How many Pips do that?
All of them. Every Pip.
All of them.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Athena, you get surrounded in Pips from where you are, just looking up at them all. And I am going to have the Will-O-Wisp attack you, Pip. I'm going to make this I'm actually going to, when it would usually succeed on 1s and 2s, I'm going to make it succeed only on 1s because you've made it very hard for it to hit you. There are 4 of you, and it has to hit the right one.
Pip is the shithead.
So we're going to roll enemy. We're looking for 1s, and then you will have to counter it with supernatural.
Okay.
Wow, I got no successes.
Ooh.
So we can see if you get any successes, but you're going to be fine no matter what.
Okay, great. That's good, because my predisposition is wounded, so that's good. I got 1, though. Amazing.
Nice.
1 success.
Nice. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll put the wisp on the board. As it's channeling so much of its energy, you get a great look at where it is. And you gain, at least for this round, the ability to target it. We'll put it right over here between the group of you. And I'll make it big so you can see it. Ooh. That's, and then he has to go. So I'm just going to make a skill check here with might. He's got to get a 1, 2, or a 3. Just needs any of them. Yeah, okay. So he does, unfortunately for Athena, you don't have the strength of this guy, because even though he gets stuck too, you can see his massive hammer hands just sort of break out through the ground with a shatter, thunder, and he is back coming for you. And it is, I'll say, that was his action, so to say. So we'll jump back to Athena. Athena, you are still stuck in the ground, but what do you got?
Are my arms stuck down?
I would say the arms are stuck too. So you've got your head and your mind, psionics maybe, but the morning star is almost certainly not an option unless you can crawl out or push out.
Okay. Can I telekinesis myself?
Yeah?
Right. I'm going to telekinesis myself.
All right, we'll make it an occult skill check. We'll start it at 3, because we'll start it at 2, and then we'll give you the telekinesis, so 3.
So, if my morning star is in my hands down at the side, can I use it for leverage to give myself a little push up?
Probably not. You don't really have the room to bend the arms and gain that spring leverage.
That's okay. I just figured I'd ask.
Yep.
So I am going to do occult. Let's hope for a 6 and no.
Oh, yeah. You do try. I think you're going to mostly miss this turn then. You can see the 4 Pips looking down. Athena is trying to spring out like magically, like a cork that can't get uncorked from a bottle. It's just sort of slowly sludging up, but not making it out. It's your turn, Pip. You've got the monster is coming for you right now. And the wisp is still in the room. If they both come for you next round, that could be 2 wounds. But Athena is also dead in the water here. They could both go for, they could whack-a-mole.
Pip feels so bad that in trying to help, magic has failed. So I think is really going to reach inside her and try to find the reassurance that magic can be helpful and magic can be good. And I want to use my proc with the color of magic and just like have a moment. I guess like the bright colors like flash in the cave and maybe they cause the rocks around Athena to crack enough that she can get out.
Nice. There is a brilliant flash, Athena, as magic is unleashed in its purest form, like an aura emanating out of Pip, and it shakes the cave again, but not like the earthquake. It all coalesces in a small energy wave that you feel under your feet and pushing up like an elevator, and you spring into the air with a little,
Well
and you
done,
land.
Pip.
I'm so glad I could fix it. Let's get him for real this time.
Let's go. We'll do it together.
Yeah.
The two of you turn, the five of you turn and face the opposition. Any sort of moves or anything, Allie?
No, I think just lining up together, ready to face him.
All right, so then I'm going to take their turn. Luckily, now that there's five of you and you're ready, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have one of them go for Athena and one of them go for Pip. I'll do the wisp on Athena and the monster on Pip. So Pip, this is going to be, again, 1, 2s, or 3s. This is melee combat, so you're going to be rolling opposite him in melee. He got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Oof.
So you'll want to try to push it up to an easy somehow, and then you're going to still need 4 successes or more.
This is a vitality
Melee.
thing, right?
Yeah, vitality.
Yeah. So I'm good at dodging, but he's probably too close. No, I think I've got nothing.
So you're going to roll 3 and hope for 4 successes?
Roll 3 and hope for 4 successes.
Love to hear it.
And you know what? I got one.
Nice,
Not a
nice.
zero.
For a second, you're like, it's like eating a really hot pepper. When he comes down on you with that massive fist, it's like, oh, that didn't hurt too hard. And then your head meets the ground.
Does he hit me or does he hit my friend?
Ooh. What's the best way to resolve this? He had 4, I'll say this. He had 4, so he probably, no matter which one he hit, that's 1 success for each of you.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter which one he was really hitting. That fist is like big enough to take the whole square of mirror images out.
Great.
I'll remember that before the roll next time, because I can use that to modify the roll, but I'd already rolled. So take another wound, Pip, as you are going to basically go crashing jaw down onto the stone floor below you. Basically all of you, all 4 Pips. Am I going to make them all fall down? Absolutely.
Yeah, you are.
Because it's funny. There we go. But Athena is back up. So Athena, you are going to give me a opposing supernatural roll as the will-o-wisp is coming for you. It has some sort of spell. What did I have earlier? Uh, 66. This guy is only on 1s and 2s. So your opposing supernatural is going to need to be more than 2. I got 2 successes.
Okay. If this is a moderate, I'd like to attempt to go easy by invoking my cliche, which is I'm a vampire with a soul in search of a love lost, and the devil himself. And if this ain't one of the devils that the devil himself made, I don't know what is. That's it.
It's a stretch. If it's important to you because, you still have to make it to find Esmeralda, I think we could allow it. It's the stretchiest of stretches, but...
Well, then I don't want to do that then, because I don't want to make you stretch. I might as well just use my etc. then. I was mostly going for, like, a vampire with a soul. Like, I'm going to keep going, because I have a mission.
Yeah, the name of the will-o-wisp ability is called Consume Life, so I'm not quite sure how having a soul makes it harder for it to hurt you.
And I'm half dead. Okay, so can I use etc.?
Yeah. If you've got something that it's good, a good defense against this supernatural wispy life absorption.
Well, Esmeralda to me is life. I live and breathe Esmeralda. So let's go.
Okay.
I need 2 6s? I don't know. No 6s.
All right, take a wound. As it comes close to you, you are going to feel your drive and your motivation. It is effectively going to be doing that demi-plane of dread. You know how Barovia sort of sucks the will and drive out of people, and they become more and more dark and dour and sad and weighed them down. You begin to feel the full effects of Barovia as this will-o-wisp apparently appears to feed on all the last hopes of the people who come here. It's very happy. Nom, 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 nom. Thank you, hopes. And you can just feel that hope dying slightly on the inside. And it is your turn, Athena. You got 2 monsters in front of you. We haven't hit the wisp once. And the giant, we've hit it quite a few times. He's looking pretty bad. The ogre.
Morning Star. How far is the giant?
I mean, you can read it. He's right there.
Pip, do you want to know a fun fact?
I love fun facts.
Okay, here it goes. This morning star was given to me by my father Apollo. He used to call me Morning Star when I was little. So we're gonna use it to get this bugger down.
Yeah, get him.
And I'm gonna
From the ground.
whack. I'm gonna whack. And then since I'm using my Morning Star, that will drop it down, correct?
That'll make it, yes, it'll become easier. So it'll go from moderate to easy.
Okay.
Using
So
your iconic.
should I use might?
You use whatever will get you 4 successes, because I got 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Whew! You sucking out that hope like that little bug over there, that little will-o-wisp.
And he's a big guy.
All right, show me once.
Oh, ow. Oh. Yeah, you've got all of the hope, all of your father's love and dreams for you built into this morning star, but when it hits the thick behind this beast, it just sort of gets stuck and embeds in the very, very surface, nary a drop of blood. And he looks down and he says, "Morning star, more like good night."
Shut
That
up.
wasn't very good.
Run.
Pip, it's your turn.
Okay, I want to try something wild. I have a spell called Purple Lens where I can make someone think the world is a beautiful place. And I want to know if I can shoot that at the will-o-wisp so it will feed fully on that and not attack us.
Absolutely. I would make this just a skill check. I wouldn't even contest it with the wisp. I would just make sure the magic works right. You'd have to pull out the...
It's therapy.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Feel better, Wisp.
I mean, I would say it's hard because you're under pressure. So start it at hard, bump it to medium if it's something you got written on your sheet. And then if you have any species or cliche, that's the only other thing that'll make it go up.
No, my cliche
Your species or cliche would... Yeah.
My cliche is basically that I have yet to find my skills useful in the real world, so...
Okay. That'd be really
very
good.
helpful.
Yeah.
All right, but let's see. Oh, no successes.
Yeah, again, you've yet to find your skills helpful in
Yep.
the real world.
I'm consistent.
You are consistent with your cliche. You throw that little dream vision at it, but it appears to not feed off of magic. It seems like it really feeds on life force itself, something that magic cannot just replicate. And it is, I think, anything else, Pip? Did you want to get up?
Yeah, I'll stand up.
One Pip stands up. Then it is their turn, and I'll have. I'm gonna just let's double them down on Athena since Athena's come over here. So Athena, let me start with the giant. You're gonna need to give me a melee defense. So you're gonna roll one of your melee skills, and you gotta get more than 3 successes, 3 or more. 3 to neutralize, more than 3 to make it out fine. Oh, you're still muted.
What is he doing?
He is picking up his giant Oni hand, and he is going to smash it into the ground like a peg.
Interesting. I'm gonna try. I guess my defense is gonna be telekinetic. Like I'm gonna try and hold it from hitting me.
Sure.
So
you can bump that up to 6 then. You're going to use your telekinetic shield ability to try to hold up again. We already saw this work against his massive hammer fist once. So you just need 3 or more successes.
Alrighty, before I do it, I'm just gonna say, Pip, run! Do the plan!
Oh, but I don't want to leave you, and he's so big.
Yeah, it smashes down. Boom.
Find your friend!
You're going to take 1 more wound, Athena. Does that put you at 3 as well?
Yeah.
We got 3 and 3. Or 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4. Yeah, I lost count. Dude, but we're still up. We're still alive. Everything's becoming harder and harder as we're losing the lights. And then I have to do the Will-O-Wisp on Athena as well. So that's supernatural Athena. That I think might be easier for you to roll against. Pick one of your supernatural skills. And yeah, and you're going to need 3 successes again. I got 3 2s.
Can I do the same thing again?
Yeah, just use the psionics.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what exactly it's going to attempt to do to me, but I'll try and like push it away, I guess. If it's even tangible. I don't even know.
So you got 6 dice on the occult. You need 3 successes.
1, 2, 3. 2.
2 is not enough. Athena, you're going to take another fail as it starts coming closer to you again, and you are pushing it back with all of your might. And it's just sucking the hope out of you again. You can see visions of Esmeralda dead on the forests of Barovia, just like poor Doodles here. You know, you flash back to that image that Doodles painted of Apollo and Strahd locked in battle. You weren't there. What happened? Like, there is nothing here. It's slowly draining out of you. But
I don't have anything else left to live for, Pip, but you do. Your friends. Go!
I can't leave you.
As your friend, I'm telling you, you can leave me. Do the plan. I'll hold them off.
And I will, I think that deserves a buddy bar, which means we have now unlocked the power of friendship. Which means that at any point today, when you are asked to roll, and it replaces luck, but it can really replace anything you choose to roll luck for, because luck is the inferior check. Instead of rolling, to get 6 successes of might, you can roll the power of friendship, and you both will roll 2d6, and then across those 4 dice, we just need 1 set of doubles. So it could be you both match a die with each other. It can be one of you matches both your dice with each other. It could be both of you match dice with each other. But across the board, both of you will roll 2, and we just need 1 match. And that can now be used as a power to overcome any roll, any check. A luck check, you can swap it for a skill check if it seems like it's impossible. a case like we had earlier where I need to get 4 successes, but I can only roll 3 dice. Fuck it, don't roll the might, just use the power of friendship. It's again, it's not always going to be something for everything, but the odds of getting doubles across 4 dice are sometimes higher than rolling 3 6s. So that is now something we can rely on, a reliable source of successes against no matter what we're being thrown at. Just keep that in your back pocket if you want to pull it out, the power of friendship. And it is your turn, Athena.
Am I prone right now?
Yes, he did hit you, so you can get up though. It's not like he.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it's allowed. Is there blood on the ground?
Oh yeah.
Can I heal myself?
No.
Okay.
Unless it's a vampire ability to heal yourself with blood.
Look at the damn here.
I'll check it. I'll check it. Race Dampier. You do have a vampiric bite, which looks like it can heal a little bit of health. So I would allow you to attack someone and draw the life force out of them. But the vampiric bite, as written in D&D, doesn't let you just take any blood. It has to be from the bite.
And I'm still on the ground,
Sure.
and his foot is there.
Oh yeah. If you get this bite on him, if you can successfully bite him and wound him,
Yep.
this is going to be great.
Let's heckin' go.
His literal Achilles heel.
Hey.
I'm gonna.
So now we've moved into melee. You're going to make me a melee attack, or you're going to make me a power of friendship. Either one.
And then I'm gonna bump it down to good baggage because I have bite.
Excellent. That's great. So you're rolling the 6s. You will need to get. I'm going to roll his. 1, 2s or 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this leathery skin that your morning star could barely pierce, your odds are stacked against you. You're going to need 5 successes if you were to bite and succeed here, or a successful power of friendship.
Should we friendship?
You want to do friendship?
Let's do friendship.
Let's do
When
friendship.
the odds are stacked against you and you have unlocked this level of friendship, let's see. Do you guys want to roll together, or do you want to roll separately and try to match them up?
I'm down for whatever you want to do.
Let's each roll, see what happens.
Okay, ready?
Right?
Yeah.
All dice on
One.
the table, 2 dice from each.
2, 3.
Oh!
You got it good because I didn't get it.
Did you get any 5s, Allie?
No, I got a 4 to 1, which adds
Excellent.
5.
And hey, oh my God, you're the missing 5. That's what happened to it. Yes. And so with the power of friendship, so Allie, what do you do that gives, Pip, what do you do to give Athena the opportunity to get this bite in?
I think Pip is just gonna very basically be like, hey, look over here! And all of Pip's things are gonna do the wave to kind of make him turn and be like, what? And like expose part of his foot.
Perfect. With bringing all that troicosilliness into the room, gives our vampire the opportunity to bite. Liana, I got good news for you. That was the last of his wounds. His Achilles heel is literally downfall.
And you know what got him down? The power of friendship.
And the power of friendship. And you can also heal a wound, since we were saying you got that vampire bite racial ability. So chalk off a wound. So with the Oni down, the Will-O-Wisp is going to look at you too, and look at the Oni, and look at you too, and look at the Oni.
Can
and
I
look at you
go?
too. And then it's going to fly away, leaving you guys in complete darkness. But it is a victorious darkness.
Did I
So
go?
what do you do?
Athena, you got him! That was so good!
Oh, you did so well. Good work. Where are you?
Oh, I'm over here. Here, wait, hold on 1 second. And Pip is gonna fuss around in her backpack and she has a torch. She's gonna turn the torch
Lantern and the torch, finally.
I'm here.
We knew it would be useful. Let's get rid of the darkness. So, as you guys catch your breath and you look around, there's no more wisps, there's no more ogres, no more shapeshifters. You do note that there is a murmur in the sound that you couldn't hear before, coming from one of the walls. That appears to be something like a...
Oh, hello, we can hear you.
And it sounds like, Pip, as you're trying to listen and follow, that on the far end of this last chamber, there's a little crevice in the wall that appears to lead to a little hidey hole.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Is someone there?
Yes, hi. I am Pip. Are you Anton?
How do you know my name? Did Papa send you?
Yes, he was very worried about you because he loves you very, very much, and so he sent us to come find you.
He saved me. He sent the heroes. He saved me. You saved me. What did you do to the vile beast? I could hear crying and screaming. And is he dead?
I'm gonna wipe my mouth. Like turn my.
No. Oh, thank goodness. He brought me in here, and
I can actually, I'll put him on the map too.
he brought me in here, and I could only run and hide, and I found this crack. He could not fit through. Even he tried. He turned into man, into smaller men, but he could not be small enough like me. Good things come in small sizes, they say.
That's very clever.
Is there anyone else with you, Anton?
There's a silence. It says,
There was, but he did not make it. I have a friend, his name is Savine. We were gathering mushrooms together.
and since he's a boy, he can squeeze out. I don't need to keep him in there.
We were gathering mushrooms together when the beast trumped us. Savine and I, we both hid, but the monster had hit Savine very hard. I made sure his last moments were cared for, but I think I can save him. Do you know of a town called Kreshk?
Probably not either. You're not from here.
No.
There's rumors that in Kreshk there is an abbot. He can bring people back from the dead.
Oh. Well, you should bring your friend there then. That sounds like a good plan.
Yes, I'll find my papa and we can bring Savine back. Did Papa come?
Anton, will you go see if you can pull your friend out? I'm going to discuss something with Pip.
He'll nod. He'll come back and sneak back into the little passage here to go try to collect his friend.
Pip, we cannot go back to camp. That man is definitely dead.
Yeah, I was certainly worried about that.
He's been through enough trauma.
Should we send him to try to take him to the Vishani? They seemed like nice people.
I feel like it might be better than, the other option. Because I don't know it. And who knows what to expect here,
Yeah. That's true. I think you're right, and there's no way his dad is alive, but should one of us start taking him and, wait by the river, and the other one just, go check?
I can go.
Okay.
Now that we're not under any immediate threat, I can also confirm, given enough ample time to climb back down and over into the clearing, that the father is not anywhere to be seen, but it does look like there was a fight or a scuffle of some kind in the clearing. The campfire's been tossed askew, and the bedrolls are spattered with what looks like dried blood.
Okay. Did he, I know he had a cane.
Yes, he did have a cane. His cane is probably there. I think you could probably find it.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the cane and anything that looks like it's still usable in terms of adventuring gear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, make sure the fire is clear. I want to cover up our tracks a little bit. And then I will head back. I guess to the river where you guys are.
And back to the river where you guys are.
Yeah, because you said that you were going to hang out.
Oh, yeah, I was
by the
just
river.
talking about just, hanging out to the side.
That, you guys
Yeah.
and her. Which
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
am I talking about? Yes, okay. I'll return us. We'll get out of this gross cave, and we'll head back to the river side.
Was my papa, did he come? Did you bring him?
Anton, I'm sorry, but your father, he's gone.
He did,
I brought you this.
understand.
And I'm going to hand him the cane.
This is Papa's cane. That's how you know he's really gone.
I want to give you something else. Well, a few things. Here, and I'm going to take out my flask of holy water. And I'm going to hand it to him. And then I'm going to yank out a steak. And I'm going to hand it to him. Where I come from, this wooden stake is used to take down creatures of night.
Yes, like a vampire. I live in Barovia. Strahd is very famously a vampire here.
Okay, great. I'll skip the speech then.
Did you not know? Did you not think I knew what a vampire is? Did you?
Okay, Anton, your father is dead. Use a hug the cane. No, I'm kidding. Wait, maybe I'm not because I have no personality.
You're very confusing. I don't know what to do.
I get that a lot. But
What is wrong with this lady? I like Pip.
yeah.
Well, Athena is very good too. and has
I'm
good
too
resources. You know, she meant the best, and those are good resources for you.
I give you money, but you can't really do anything with it here.
Yeah.
We have to go find Pip's friends and make sure Pip goes on her way. Would you care to travel with us, and we can drop you off at a village somewhere close by?
Okay, but are you going to Kreshk after? Or perhaps I can find somebody who is going to Kreshk, like those people with their Vishtani. Maybe they go to Kreshk.
Maybe they would. Yes, I'd prefer if perhaps you go with them first, because I know about them and I know they're good people.
Yes.
And maybe if we pick up my friends, we can all go with you, and it can be like a big group outing.
Oh, sure. Do you know where the Vishtani is? I hear they often camp down at the Tesser Lake, down the river.
Then I guess we'll make another pit stop.
We're good at those.
We are.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and close out the game for today. Wonderful job making a little pit stop. Great work, friends. In case you are curious, a few things. Yes, for our home audiences, Pip, we know that you will need to obviously go back up the road, back to Old Bone Grinder, find your friends. Do you want to share with the audience what happens at that point?
Oh yeah, at that point Pip gets turned into a ferret, so all uphill for Pip.
Yeah. Pip's friends did not do well in that battle. And there's no way that Pip alone, showing back up to save the day, does any better against 3 hags. So as established in Not Strahd, Pip does survive. Pip is captured by the hags at that point, and is in fact turned into a ferret. But one thing we didn't know going into Not Strahd is that Pip also made a deal with the Dark Powers, much like our Another One Bites the Dice group. So who knows?
Ferret.
Maybe one day we'll come back to that, and you can draw on your immortal ferret powers to save the day. Athena, on the other hand, we know after you bring the child to the encampment, there's something that you'll have to have learned from the Vishtani. I had a few opportunities to throw it in here today. We just didn't hit any of them, mostly because we rolled that 1 on the encounter table. Which is fine. There's no wrong answers here, but you'll have to learn from the Vishtani as opposed to as part of the session that, yes, Esmeralda's cart was seen heading west from Vallaki, identified by that Drovesh, sort of celestial ghost horse cart. When asking around, they do confirm that it did head west of Vallaki out towards an old manor known as Argenvolstholt. So hopefully Esmeralda is there. I anticipate Athena will probably go and find the carriage and with it Esmeralda and have a happy ending. Or did you want to remind the audience actually what happens from this point?
I don't find her yet. But I find Zoot. And I find Sam.
Yeah.
And I hold a dagger to Sam's throat, and he's very confused because he rolled like a stupendous roll. But I adapted to the likes of Barovia. And after that encounter inside of that cavern, I'm not messing around.
Exactly. Now you show up and you make little bitches out of everybody in that team. And a few important things. We did have Esmeralda's cart So that sort of confirms, why you were following us and who told you how to get there to Argynvost. And second off, when you find out that the pathetic survivors at Argynvost are panicking and trying to figure out what to do next because their leaders have died, you have a brilliant suggestion on how they can keep going, which is to bring their leaders back
Go to Crash.
via an abbot that you've heard of in Crash.
How? Full circle.
There you go. And now when we revisit that moment, we'll remember, it was little kid, little poor Anton who was hoping to bring his friends back.
All right with Santi, I would make sure that he's settled.
Oh, I'm sure Anton will be fine. We'll tell that in the sequel story. Anton and his adventure to the abbot. But that concludes our little moment in time in which Strahd and not Strahd shook hands, made some friends, and saved each other's lives. If it wasn't for Pip, Athena would have never made it out to their campaign to hang and join and save the others. Which is funny because now you can hold this over Nell Alley. If Pip never saved Athena here, Athena would have never made it to Argynvost. Athena would have never brought the gang to Kresk, and Isadora would have never been revived via the advice from the kid that Pip helped save.
There you go.
So it's actually your fault that Isadora is resurrected and survives.
I'll hold on to that one for sure.
Yeah, make sure you hold it over their head.
The MVP. I don't know why these powers were useful. You
They were
use them.
fun.
Yeah.
No, I love a spell list that makes you be creative. It's great fun.
Yeah, a ton of fun. The Troika system's great, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun toying around in this sandbox with the Atris system, our little agnostic system, bringing in both the D&D and the Troika. So, anybody got anything else they wanted to plug or say or do? Great, that's perfect. Otherwise, on this channel, you can find Once Upon a Town, Tuesdays every other Tuesday. I think they were next week. You'll see them again. That's Lich Moy and their gang. And otherwise, on Saturdays now, we've got The Depths of the Druma and Underwater Quelmar Ocean Adventure, exploring monsters that you've never imagined existed at the bottom of Quelmar's oceans. That's a what?
Are there mermaids?
I don't think there are yet, but never say never. I think it's built on a horror game system. So if they do
That's
find
horrifying.
mermaids, it'll be some pretty horrifying mermaids for sure. So catch us Saturdays and Tuesdays. And as always, Just the Q of Us will be coming up again next week. We're switching to Fridays for a short period of time. Next week, you're going to meet two of Quelmar's liches, a wonderful lich named Kaya playing a player named Kaya, who we haven't had back in Quelmar for a long time, bringing their lich in, and then the famous Lich Moy will be there to join us. So we're going to have a double lich adventure next week. And then the week after that, we're going to have our big space adventure crossing over the two Quelmar space campaigns, Space Donuts, Quelmar in Space, and the Alien campaign with the Xenomorphs, actual real-life Xenomorphs here on this channel in 2 weeks. So still a lot going on. I'll do the Quelmar board a favor, and I'll plug QuelmarCon tickets. If you want to come play online with us this summer, QuelmarCon online tickets are happening. That's for everybody distant and remoted around the world to come join us for an online adventure. And otherwise, if that's it, I think we've just got one thing to send you off with.
Wait.
You wanna lead it?
There we
Lead it,
go.
Liana?
Yeah. We'll do it together.
Okay, well, I'll do it together.
2, 3. Keep
rolling the dice. Yeah, that's okay. Not the worst we've